lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
ESPN New York. Now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2. New York.
Got the #1 pick in the NHL draft, but the men that can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run. Cut them every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 8:80 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
Yeah. DNR with you, ESPN New York. We roll along on this. Hey, guess what? Snowy Wednesday. Who would have guessed it? But you know what? It's not going to take the heat away from the show. We got a lot of Knicks stuff to get into. Giants, Jets, Superpowers. We got it all. Why are you laughing?
Because you know why I'm laughing. You didn't have to say that.
I didn't have to, no.
The Superpowers? You didn't have to say that.
I didn't have to.
Yeah. I mean, it's snowy, yes.
Yes.
And apparently the snow's not going to stop because next week we're also supposed to get a ton of snow. So
right. Why stop? Let's go right through March.
Just keeps rolling along.
If you didn't realize, opening day, 4 weeks from today.
Who outside of just watching them luxuriate in Florida, and we had it's a little cold in Florida. Stop it! My dad said the same thing to me yesterday. He's like, "How's things going up there?"
If you are one of those, it is not as warm in Florida as it usually is. You should be locked away in a facility.
My dad did that to me yesterday.
You know what? You should be locked away in a meat locker. That's where you should be locked away. You want cold? Here's cold.
How's it going, Dad? Just it's a little not as warm as normal. Just hitting some golf balls. I was like, there's 2 feet of snow. Right? I just barely got down my driveway. That's what we're dealing with right now.
I'm not exaggerating. Now you spend time in Chicago and you spend time in like the Northeast. I have never seen this much snow. This is the most snow I've ever seen in my life.
We had spurts in Boston, and then the Midwest, the Midwest cold is it's different. But yeah, since I've been here, I don't think I've had a couple occasions where we've gotten a lot of snow, but not consistently like this much snow.
I actually got an email from the plow guy, a personalized email from the plow guy. I'm sorry, this is the best I can do with all the snow.
My guy came shot out of a cannon. I think last time he wasn't happy with what he did, and maybe he was just late and didn't do a great job. He plowed into he went in the grass.
Oh, really?
He's I'm gonna give you so much space in the driveway that we're gonna go right into the grass. Your curb be damned. We're going right up on that thing.
It's a lot, and as we speak, it's snowing.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, it's just beautiful.
Yeah. I don't know about your kids. I'm working with a 2-hour delay for Alex today already.
Always. Yeah. Well, listen, we had virtual school though, so they didn't even get snow days. They had virtual school.
Oh, well, the private schools do weird stuff.
Well, I guess if you have the means to do it, I guess they felt like they should do it. But I mean, it was fine. The kids did a good job.
I'm sure they did.
I'm a little disappointed they couldn't
over
play
COVID, so now they can get away with it now. Dexter New Blood, done.
Great.
Next up, the documentary.
Let me ask you a question here quickly.
Yeah.
Are we having these pleasantries because a little piece of you wants to have a nervous breakdown right now, and you're trying to avoid doing that, or are you okay?
No, I'm fine.
You're fine.
I wasn't going to freak out.
Okay, but yeah, you tell me you're not going to freak out, and you wanting to freak out are two different things.
No.
Because you are the most spiteful. I don't know if this is the proper word for what I'm talking about today.
That's nice, thanks.
No, you are, though. But if you say you're going to do something, you do it. Regardless of if you feel like doing something else, you will do it.
So let me explain why I feel like this. So what we Stump Rothenberg today with Giants, Jets, Combine, all of it, right? But the thing that I had my come to Jesus moment against the Pistons. The other day, when they lost that game, it hit. They're not there. They're not Detroit. They're not going to be Detroit. They're not as tough as Detroit. And if they face them in a best of 7, they're not beating Detroit. So I wrapped my arms around that, and I kind of made peace with that. Anything that happens now will get you somewhat upset, but if I don't think they can get to the NBA Finals, I'm not going to go crazy if I don't think they get to the conference finals. No, I don't think the Knicks are a great basketball team, and I've been saying it. And at what point do people jump on that bandwagon? Not that you want to, but they're just not great.
Well, I think it's less about that because I don't know if there's a lot of people that think the Knicks are going to win an NBA championship.
No, nobody thinks that, or very
right.
few. I think the finals is that line of demarcation.
Right. I think the better question though is because again, I mean, expectations are through the roof with this team. You moved off a head coach that got you to the Eastern Conference Finals, and now you replace him with Mike Brown. Is like how many teams in the East could stand in your way?
Cleveland.
Right. So now
Detroit,
it feels like potentially
Boston.
Cleveland. I don't know as much Boston, but maybe.
Well, you
Definitely
say you don't
Detroit.
know, but you don't not know.
No, I don't definitively not know. I do know going into the break, they had won 10-12. And now coming out of the break, they could very easily be 0-4. And then for whatever reason, again, going back to what the captain of the team said, is they're missing that little something extra that they had last year as they made their run. Like they're super talented, they're deeper, they have all those things, but that little whatever it is missing. Like at what point do we make the decision against teams that could stand in our way to actually show up?
It doesn't matter to them. They have made it perfectly clear the regular season is a formality. Right? And there's a chance that you're going to get really good Knicks, and there's a chance you're going to get meh Knicks, there's a chance you're going to get awful Knicks, but they are saving this for the postseason, which is a very, very dangerous game to play.
Yeah, it's a dangerous game to play. I just don't understand, like, just mentality-wise, how you show up. I mean, there's one thing to have a bad game, and then there's another thing to just have, again, like one of those moments where, I got to watch, some of the post-game stuff, and, Alan and Wally and Monica and Bill are just like, yeah, like, I don't even know what to say right now. Like, I get real questions as to what the hell is happening. How does Karl Anthony Towns go 5 for 5? First of all, just taking 5 shots, period, and then only one shot in the second half.
And you said yesterday, like, if this is the new version of Karl Anthony Towns, it's not going to be. He gets so docile and so, he gets so conservative and won't take the bull by the horns and go get it, that I don't know how you could ever think that would be the new version of Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, you had 5 straight games where we went for 20+. Like, I don't know. It's not like he would, like, just had a bad night where he didn't shoot the ball well, and he's like, you know what? I don't want to demand it because I'm not shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 5.
No, he played fine. He was very quiet.
It's not acceptable, though.
I agree.
How is he quiet? Like, I don't understand of all the people on that team that could be quiet. Like, I can understand certain guys potentially taking a back seat because, Jalen's got to eat. But Karl Anthony Towns is supposed to be, hey, how come Mikal Bridges didn't get enough shots, or OG didn't get enough shots, or Josh Hart didn't take a lot of shots? Well, because, we got, Jalen and Kat have to eat. Like, those are our guys. Right? But no, one shot in the second half? How's that possible?
It shouldn't be, but don't you feel like we have this kind of conversation all the time?
Right, too many times. I mean, you're talking about a game. You're talking about a game where Mitchell Robinson took more shots than Karl Anthony Towns.
How could you ever live in that world? Ever?
I don't want to live in that world. It's just.
I mean, demand the basketball and be aggressive with the basketball, and that's the problem. Is that he's not too often.
Right, but why
it
should he
all the time?
Okay, but in fairness to him, and I'm giving the other side of this because I'm with you. And Wally was joking about it. Wally's like, if I was 5 for 5, like even more of a reason why.
Right,
I'm going to chuck up the next 5.
He took one shot in the second half.
Oh, dude! I mean, they scored 40 points in the second half. They scored 11 points in the third quarter.
The worst quarter of the season.
A disgrace in the second half. But I just don't like. Should he have to demand the ball?
No. But when you get the ball, you got to do stuff with it.
No, I understand that, but he had made 4. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shouldn't part of the offense be like, hey, just the coaching staff, guys, this isn't working, right? Let's feature Cat and see if we can get the offense going that way, as opposed to like let's just not get him involved at all. I mean, 12 turnovers in the first half. It looked like you were trying to go up and down the court. You start turning the ball over, so then it slows down in the second half. It gets stagnant, and then your second best player, one of the best offensive big men in basketball, takes one shot in the second half. They make it make sense to me.
It never will. It's not going to make sense to you. It's not going to make sense that they don't get the ball to him. It's not going to make sense that he doesn't take the ball and be aggressive with the basketball. And this is the problem with the Knicks. You have these games where you're like, oh, there he is. That's Karl Anthony Towns. And then you have these games, you're like, what the hell just happened? And last night was one of those, what the hell just happened?
Right. I just don't, again, it's one of those nights where they didn't make threes. And I saw a stat this morning. The Knicks record when they make their threes and when they don't. So when they shoot at least 35%. Now, I got this from someone that covers the Knicks, so someone can correct me if this is wrong, but I think this is right. When the Knicks shoot at least 35% from three, they're 31-9. When they shoot less than 35%, they're 6-13. Like, so Raymond's telling me that's right.
Yep.
I just don't you have Karl Anthony Towns. Like, you have another option. Now, is it he just doesn't feel comfortable playing like that, or he doesn't want to play like that, or that's just that's the old school mentality? But I got to think, you have other ways, or you have another pretty solid way to create offense if you want to run the ball through Karl Anthony Towns. Like, if for whatever reason, the team is doing a good job against Jalen defensively, or he's not hitting his shots, and he's not the one that's creating for other people. He can't get in the paint and spray it out. You've seen what our bigs have been able to do against Cleveland. Like, that's kind of been what we've done.
That's the recipe to taking Cleveland down, yes.
But, I don't understand how in games like this we want to play the way that we play. Right?
Well, it's kind of stubborn, isn't it?
Well, no, it's stubborn, but it's also I just don't understand. I don't understand, what's going on inside that room where it's like, hey, there's only so many more times during the rest of the season where we're going to have games that really mean something, or we can make mean something for standing reasons, team that could stand in our way reasons, all these different reasons. There's only a handful of those games left. Let's make sure we take advantage of those games. And you got the crap kicked out of you versus Detroit.
Mm-hmm. Again,
you were down 18 to Houston. I don't know if it was more a Knicks thing or just Houston can't close games thing. And then now you get beat up by Cleveland. I just don't.
Well, it's one of two things. It's either they just go through the motions every game, and if they happen to give you a good game against a good team, great. And if they don't, that's fine too. Or they're just not as good as these teams.
Yeah, but I don't believe that they're not as good as Cleveland.
Oh, then it's a motivational issue. Then
right.
They don't go into these games with any kind of let's go, guys. This is a real litmus test.
Which again, that could be the case. I just don't. I don't know how that's possible.
Well, it's got to be something, right?
Well, it's got to be something. Yeah, of course it's something. But you're also talking about that's not a back-to-back.
No,
right?
No.
You had the day off, so I don't want to hear that you were tired.
Well, yeah, right. So you played Saturday, played Sunday, then you're off Monday, and you made the Sunday game into quite a meal, also.
Right, but they didn't practice.
Right. No, they were rested. They were fine.
Right, they were fine.
They just gave you a bad performance, another bad performance.
It's just, at this point, we'd like to be, or I'd like to be at least, starting to ramp this thing up to get to a certain level that we think is going to be.
I agree, because now you're down the home stretch, right? You've played 59 games. You have 23 to go. You would say, all right, guys, let's get it going. And does seeding not matter at all? You're now in a real dogfight. Boston is 2 games ahead of you at 38-19. Forget about one. Detroit is gone. Somebody called yesterday oh, Detroit lost. That was wonderful. Yeah, great. Detroit's way gone. Boston is 2 games ahead of you. You're tied with Cleveland, and you're 2 games in the loss column ahead of Toronto. So, the last thing you want to see is Detroit in the second round, I would think.
Yeah, I've heard it both ways. I've heard someone say that they wanted to see them earlier as opposed to later just because of the lack of experience. And could you take advantage of that?
Well,
no, I don't want that either. For a couple different reasons you wouldn't want that. First of all, just the optics of it. Right? You fire Thibs, and then all of a sudden now you get knocked out in the second round by Detroit as opposed to being at least you're in the Eastern Conference Finals, which, again, gets you nothing really, but at least optically it looks.
Right, at least you treaded water,
better.
Right?
Right. And then also, you want to see what the Detroit Pistons look like in that moment, right? Second round is different than Eastern Conference Finals. I think that's actually where the lack of experience would probably show itself. Right? You've been to the first round. It was a hard-fought series. You clearly feel a way about that because you take every opportunity to beat the hell out of us every time you play us. So now you get to the second round. Other thing is maybe a team does your dirty work for you and picks Detroit off. But by the time you get to the Eastern Conference Finals, hey, we're 4 wins away from getting to the NBA Finals. Like, the pressure ratchets up. So that's when I think that the lack of experience would probably show up. The bigger the moment, the more the lack of experience, I think, is an issue.
Possibly.
No, I'm telling you. Right? Because now all of a sudden you can see it. Now it's real. Now we're 4 wins away. Now it's like, okay, now now you're a little bit tighter. Everything's even more magnified when you get to that point.
Well, you may see Detroit in the second round the way things are going.
Well, I don't think anyone wants that.
I don't know why you would. I mean,
no,
they're clearly the worst matchup for the Knicks.
They're not a great matchup, no.
They're clearly the worst matchup. So why you wouldn't do everything within your power to avoid them? But here we are. I mean, but Boston is now 2 games ahead of you.
I understand that, yeah.
And everyone, we'll get to 2. Like, you were kind of resigned to, we're going to get to. You might not get to 2. You might not get to 3.
Well, I mean, let's not get crazy now. Let's not.
I'm not getting crazy.
Losing our minds.
Well within a realistic situation that you could fall to the 4.
I mean, you got Milwaukee on Friday. I mean, that should be. I mean, It
should.
Let's say that. I mean, that should be a win.
And then you get San Antonio on Sunday.
Right. Then you got San Antonio, and then you got Toronto you got at Toronto, home for OKC on a back-to-back, and then you're out west. Then you got Denver, LA, Utah.
Not easy.
No, not easy, but it lightens up towards the end.
I don't know how you can be a Knicks fan and have any real enthusiasm right now.
They make it tough. I mean, outside of just wanting to believe, I think that's probably why you got the pushback that you got the pushback.
Well, it's real. You know what else I was telling Ray before the show? Fans have a real hard time being truthful about their team.
I think it's less about being. I think it's less about being truthful. I think there's a lot of that, but I also think it's like all we really have is hope. Right? I mean, that's what I think keeps us engaged is the hope. It's why everyone wants the Jets to draft a quarterback as opposed to getting a proven veteran, because the hope is whoever you draft is going to be better than Kirk Cousins, is going to be better than Jacoby Brissett.
And it's the backup quarterback, right? I mean, he's not great, but you haven't seen him, so maybe he is.
Right, so you don't want to believe that you don't have a chance. And when you say, I just think how you worded it, like they're not in the same class.
They're not.
Means you don't think there's really any chance that they can beat Detroit.
Right. That's exactly what I meant.
And people aren't willing to accept that right now.
Right, because people aren't willing to admit that the Knicks are not as good as Detroit. But at what point? And again, I'd love to be wrong.
Well, you know what it is, though? But I'll tell you what it is, though. What I think is infuriating for people is that it doesn't feel like it should be a talent thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if I took the 2 rosters and put them next to each other, I think you'd look at the Knicks roster and say that's a more talented team.
Right, which is actually the worst. That's even worse. Like, you can accept the fact that just talent-wise, we just can't keep up.
Sure.
Like, that team's just better than we are. But when you feel like talent-wise, you're right there, you could be more talented, and you still get beat up by the team, that becomes like that's an effort thing. That's a want thing. That's a grit thing. That's a toughness. A toughness thing.
And you said it yesterday. I mean, Cat's going to get crushed, and I think rightfully so. But Mike Brown, if the Knicks go out there and they just get run out of the building, because they didn't get run out of the building against anybody last year. They had some trouble with the Celtics and the Cavs last year. No, I'm talking about in the postseason.
Oh, in the postseason. Well, I mean, there were times you're down 20. They were resilient. I mean, there were things you could say about the Knicks teams with.
It doesn't feel like this same Knicks team is as resilient. And I think Mike Brown, if things don't get better and they flame out in the postseason early, Mike Brown's going to get destroyed.
I also think, though, if you set the tone early in the season, like even as much as now, this is not me saying right now that sitting Mitch out for the first game was a tone setter for the entire season. But if it's clear going in, and it was pretty clear to all of us, like we're going to manage this team to the postseason, that's going to rub off on the team. Right? The coach sets the tone as to what the expectation is for the season. We know we're a good team.
Yep.
Let's make sure. The reason why I'm here is because we all want to make sure that by the time we get to the postseason, because we will be a postseason team, that we got enough left in the tank. That's how they've approached the season.
That's how they've approached the season. The regular season is a regular season, guys. And let's not go crazy When we get to the postseason, that's when it gets, really ratcheted up. I guess my question is, I mean, you've seen this before. You can't always just turn a switch. It's not so easy to do.
Well, no, I think, with Thibs, there was always this sense of urgency. There was this feeling like,
which is too much for the guys and for the organization,
right? Which I could understand, like that mentally and physically going through 82 games, that could be tough. But it also puts you in a position during these games where, you're at a certain level as opposed to potentially resign to the fact that, hey, tonight's just not our night. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, we're still just trying to let's just get to the postseason.
Right, but we're going to be fine. Let's just be healthy for the 2, the 3, the 4. It doesn't really matter because we'll turn it on when we have to. Well, it's a very, very dangerous game to play. Stump Rothenberg today. Stuff you missed today. Another snowy day in the tri-state area. So welcome. Get your cup of coffee. Go around the campfire. And away we go. It's DNR with you. Busy, bouncy, a lot of football, basketball, all of it today, right here on ESPN New York.
Starts with the first early morning, the uniform, the training, the challenge. Every trooper remembers day one at the academy. But where they end up, no two stories are the same. At the New York State Police, the path you take is up to you. If you're ready for a career with endless opportunities for growth, start here. Go anywhere. Apply today at joinstatepolice.ny.gov.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
Kendrick Perkins, what is the bar for you for a successful season?
They got to get to the NBA Finals. And the crazy part is right now I got Detroit picked to win the East, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks get there. But in that locker room, in that city, that fan base, anything short of reaching the promised land is a failed season.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Weekdays at 3 on ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. That first segment, I was being nice. We were catching up as friends would, and then you said, "What's with all the pleasantries?"
No. I was asking because it felt like we were doing a lot of pleasantries. I just thought
I like the pleasantries.
I love the pleasantries. Listen, I do the whole show of pleasantries, but I thought maybe it was because like deep down inside you really wanted to snap, but you were just
I really don't. I've kind of resigned myself to the fact that my breaking point was the Pistons game, and now I'm not gonna get myself crazy until we get to the postseason.
Okay, well, I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome. I just thought that it's one thing to say it, but then you watch it.
No, I promised you.
It could still frustrate the hell out of you.
It was not going to, and I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen.
Really? I didn't get that. I didn't get that sense going into last night that it was going to look like that.
I just feel like the Knicks don't care about the regular season almost at all, and they just go through the motions.
Yeah, I don't love that strategy. I got to tell you,
I don't know how you could.
Right? Like, I mean, it's just, I get that you're in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, but still, like, I mean, at this point of the season, I mean, it could, like, where you finish could end up mattering.
I think it does matter.
So, again, I don't think you're so good that it doesn't matter where we finish because we don't care who we match up against.
You're not the Dodgers, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just it's like there are a couple matchups, especially that Detroit matchup that you don't love. Now, could you beat them? Of course, you could beat them. But why make it more difficult than it has to be?
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree, and I would not want to see them in the second round. Give me Detroit in the conference finals. You know what we're gonna do? Because I like to put you in a position to succeed before we get to the calls. What do you say? You tell me about a little Wild Fork. How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
Could get you some... which I still wait on my delivery of Wild Fork.
Yeah, right. Listen, both of us. I know you want some beautiful, delicious, boneless chicken breasts.
Yeah, yes, I do.
All right. Well, I love a good deal, but this one made me do a double take. How about this? You got Brazilian beef tenderloin at Wild Fork Foods, only $10 a pound. Brazilian beef tenderloin, only $10 a pound. $10 for tenderloin. And Atlantic salmon portions, 90. It's got 90. What am I kidding? It's 98 cents. $9.98 a pound. That's steakhouse and seafood house quality at home. Everything is blast frozen to lock in flavor and nutrients. You can shop one of their 7 stores, or how about this? You get same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com.
That's nice. Now, you can consume our show on YouTube, right?
Yep.
Jefferson is manning the YouTube this morning and the polls and all that stuff that goes on within YouTube. He asked a question on the YouTube stream. What are your thoughts on Cat? There's 2 answers you could come up with. Tired of him, or I'm holding out hope for the postseason. What do you think?
Holding out hope.
Holding out hope, it gets a lot more than tired of him?
Tell me what the second option was. Tired of who?
Thoughts on Cat.
Okay.
Tired of him, or holding out hope for the postseason?
Oh, I'm going to say it's close, but it's going to be more holding out hope.
More holding out, so like a 50-50 kind of split, somewhere in that range?
A little bit, yeah. I mean,
55-45,
something like
holding
that.
out hope?
Yeah.
Raymond, what are you thinking? Thoughts on Cat so far? Tired of him, holding out hope for the postseason?
Yeah, there's no chance that it's not tired of him. Zero chance.
You think it's distinctively in the favor
by a
of tired
landslide.
of him?
By a landslide.
By like what kind of landslide are you saying?
70-30 maybe.
70-30.
Wow.
Tom Bauer, who's with us today, who looks like $1 million, Rick. He just looks phenomenal. He's rested. He's ready to go. Bauer, what are you thinking? Thoughts on Cat? Tired of him? Holding out hope for the postseason?
I'd personally say holding out hope for the postseason, but I'm not going to participate in what I think the poll would be because I have the stream pulled up on my computer and I already know the results.
Gotcha.
Good for you, Bauer. Good for you.
Yeah, he's an honorable Bauer. Raymond, it feels like you have the stream pulled up on your computer. Tired of him? 69%.
Wow.
Holding out hope for the postseason, 31%. The Knicks fan, it feels like that's their public enemy, is Karl Anthony Towns. Anything that goes wrong, he's going to be the guy that receives the blame.
Well, I mean, this is probably not I probably should have taken more into account that he took 5 shots and 1 shot in the second half when answering that question. Yeah, I think it's just because of how good he could be and how important he is to your chances that he's the most frustrating.
He's very frustrating.
Right. I mean, if he wasn't good, or you didn't think he was that important, then you wouldn't be so mad at it.
And he's supposed to be your number 2, right? He's supposed to be, after Brunson, it's supposed to be the Karl Anthony Towns show. And so many times it's just not. It doesn't exist.
Right. I mean, just look at what happened with Stanton with the Yankees. Right? I mean, you bring him in. He was the National League MVP. He hit, 59 home runs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oof, wow, you going to add this to Judge? I mean, he was like, and you never got that version, and he's been hurt. And then then it became Anthony Volpe because of the expectations that they put on the kid. Like what he was supposed to be. I mean, this usually comes, for the most part, with high expectations.
Sure, because how angry you're going to get with someone that you don't expect anything from.
Oh, you're not.
Exactly.
I mean, there'll be occasions where you'll get frustrated, but for the most part, it's like, this guy's not that good, or he can't do it. What am I getting mad at?
Right. Well, look at the Giants, right? Why did you get angry? How does Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeau, Abdul Carter, how can they, Brian Burns, how are they struggling getting to the quarterback? Make it make sense. Right? So it's when you have expectations and the expectations aren't close to being met, I think that's when you get the most frustrated.
Right, like Brady Cook. Like, how frustrated were you with Brady Cook last year?
You can't. He's not an NFL quarterback.
Right, he's just not good. But then you sold us, like, there was frustration with Justin Fields that quickly turned to, it quickly turned to, like, more frustration with the organization. Was, like, Justin Fields in our offense, and you got everyone excited, and you saw week 1. So, it started to create some expectations, and then he gets hurt, and you get the whole Justin Fields experience, then he stinks, and it's like, well, of course he stinks, because he hasn't been good anywhere else.
Right. He's not a good player. But for some reason, we bought into that for a minute.
So
here's Mike Brown.
Not good. He hasn't been a franchise quarterback anywhere else.
Well,
he's had spurts where he's looked.
Franchise quarterback.
Right, but he's had spurts where he's looked.
Yeah, I guess. But you know that. But this is what he is.
Right. There's a reason why Pittsburgh moved off
him. Football.
Right. There was a reason why Pittsburgh didn't take him back.
Really good quarterbacks don't wind up on 3 teams in 3 years.
I think Sam Darnold would disagree with that.
Okay. So you have the outlier to every rule, but
right. But everyone wants
really good quarterbacks. Don't.
But that's what everyone's looking for now.
Years.
Everyone's looking for that now.
Mike Brown, could more be done to have gotten Cat some more offensive touches?
Yeah, I know for sure, and we. No matter what we did, we either turned the ball over or we had a tough shot. And so we made some play calls tonight, but we didn't generate anything from the calls that we made.
So you're calling for Cat to get the ball and just nothing's happening?
Yeah, apparently, let's call it what it is. The offense in the second half especially was horrendous.
It was the third quarter was an embarrassment.
Right, not to mention the fact that I think in that third quarter, Jalen was 0 for 6, and Bridges was 1 for 7.
So in the third quarter, Jalen took more shots than Karl Anthony Towns did the entire game.
Yeah, and so did Mikal Bridges.
Right.
Right.
How is that okay?
Well, Mitchell Robinson took more shots than Cat last night.
How is that okay?
Yeah, I don't.
How are any of these things okay?
It's not. None of it's okay.
None of it's okay. One more from Mike Brown. What happened in the third quarter last night?
Again, our pace was not good at all, whether in the full court or even in the half court. they scored 23 points, and we scored 11. And so, there were some things that we could have done better defensively, granted, but our offense was non-existent in terms of the pace, our ability to touch the paint, play off a 2, and spray the basketball, us making quick decisions with it, whether to shoot it or to drive it or move it. All that stuff came to play in that third quarter for us offensively.
Offensively, we're disgusting. And
but it's not like Cleveland played a great game.
No, Cleveland wasn't great by any stretch.
Right, it's not.
And they let you back into the game. Well, you probably didn't deserve to get back into the game.
Like I know, Donovan did a good job getting to the line. Right, he had 14 free throw attempts, but for the most part, he was 5 of 18. Like he didn't have a good night.
Great. They're not great.
No,
And
but you just
they
heard him.
weren't great.
You gave up 23 points in the third quarter.
Well,
the problem
he's
is you
like,
only
our
scored
defense
11.
wasn't great in the third quarter. Well, you know what? Sign me up for 23 points in any quarter, any point of any season.
They scored because you scored 11, and Cat didn't take a shot in the third quarter.
It doesn't make sense. It's never going to make sense. All right, let's break. People are lining up. 800-919-3776. What is your take on where we are with the Knicks right now off of the loss last night? 800-919-3776. Now we'll get into the football. The Jets, the Giants of it all. Stump Rothenberg, all of it. Very busy, snowy. No surprise there. Wednesday, right here on ESPN New York.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Have you ever wanted to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for 2. NBA futures let you lock in your pick for who you think will go all the way, whether it's a team to win the championship or a conference title. Have you ever wanted to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for 2. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. 21 plus and physically present in New York. No purchase necessary. Limit 1 entry for Profit Boost token. Opt-in required. Must apply Profit Boost token on select market. Restrictions apply. See full terms, including methods of entry, at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
John, what are you doing? Get in my car. Why are you walking to work?
Thanks, man. It's these insanely high gas prices. They are draining my bank account. I can't afford to drive anymore.
Dude, don't walk. Just do what I do, because I never pay full price for gas anymore. I use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, you're telling me you get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code WINNING for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code WINNING. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WINNING for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code WINNING.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like payroll manager.
Hi, my last paycheck was all in Icelandic krona.
You are welcome.
Welcome?
Given the exchange rate between the dollar and the krona, you're technically a millionaire now. Don't spend it all in one place.
I can't really spend it anywhere.
There's always Iceland.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify. Don Hahn and Rosenberg is live from the Big East Tournament presented by Schweppes, Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, and Samuel Adams. Join THR broadcasting live from the Irish Exit inside Moynihan Train Hall for a Big East extravaganza. Big East legends Charles Smith and Walter Berry will join us on site as we break down the action and relive the glory days. All courtesy of Schweppes. Stop by beginning at 3 p.m. Enter to win great prizes and make the Irish Exit your headquarters when the Big East takes center stage. Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Teas available at Bourbon and Branch and Taylor Pub. Must be 21 or older to purchase. Please drink responsibly.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Raymond, was this your handiwork here? The Rickleball Madness promo that I have coming up in a few minutes? Uh-huh.
So Tom got a jump on the reads last night.
Uh-huh.
And it was kind of labeled that. And I kind of liked it, and I left it there.
Yeah. So, Tom, this is you?
I'm assuming you're looking at the title of the read that I left for you?
So it says Rickleball Madness, and then in parentheses, Rick, it says featuring Dave promo.
Oh yeah,
that was me.
I thought it was a nice touch, so I left it there.
That is a nice touch.
Great. So Bauer, who's he's a guest in our home, right? We're happy to have him.
Well, I don't know if he's a guest at this point. I think that he's like a relative that just he lives in a different state.
But okay, fine. So he's in from Seattle. He's here to spend time with us, his family on the East Coast, and this is what he does.
I love it.
Of course, you love it.
But it's not a lie. I mean, it's Rickleball featuring Dave and Rick.
No. That's not what it says.
Dave, I thought you wanted your name on this, so I figured I would give you some. I'd give you some courtesy there.
Right.
It's not courtesy.
Dave's the balls in this.
I can't.
I'm the Rick.
I'm gonna throw the matches. I'm gonna throw them.
I think if we were that specific appendage, I think that's probably what you would be.
Does that count as an appendage?
No,
it
it's
is,
not.
isn't
He
it?
doesn't know. He doesn't know.
The Schwantz isn't an appendage.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, but you weren't talking. Well,
I was talking the entirety of it.
Raymond, why would you
start
this?
You know
what?
what?
Talking
That's
to Twig.
my fault. That's on me.
I was talking to
Yep.
Frank and the Beans is what I was talking about. The
You
whole
know what?
thing.
All I
as
said is
The
I have
whole
a
thing.
problem with Bauer putting featuring Dave, and then 30 seconds later, it's locker room talk.
Yeah. I
Great.
was saying,
Welcome.
I'd be the Frank and Dave would be the Beans.
Hi, is this your first time on the show?
No, but we somehow always find our way here. It's really remarkable.
Hold on. Is it an appendage?
It's like an Andrew Dice Clay, stand up.
We'll talk about this off the air.
It is, right? Just tell me yes. It is.
No, it's not an appendage.
This is not an appendage. What would you consider it? I could have sworn I've heard that before.
How do I word this on Google?
Is it an appendage?
You better be very careful putting the. All right, I'll is.
Okay, I've got an answer.
Is it?
Can be considered an appendage in the sense that it is part of the body that extends from or is attached to the main central structure.
See, I told you.
Okay, can we leave it at that now?
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all I wanted.
Similar to a tail.
Yeah.
I said please leave it at
Yeah,
that.
I'm right. That's fine. See, you learn something new every day. Yesterday we learned about how they melt the snow. Today we learned appendages.
And Monday we learned about shingles.
And then we learned about shingles.
Right.
And Shingrix.
Vaccines.
Shingrix.
That's available apparently at Walgreens and CVS.
You go to any of your local pharmacies, and you don't even need an appointment. Pharmacies.
Do they now?
Yeah, Walgreens, CVS, go. Yes.
Bauer, did you hear that?
Right, you know what? Do yourself a favor. Go get that shingles vaccine.
My God.
I believe it's called Shingrix. Yeah.
Bauer, just so you know, who's doing stuff you missed today? Bauer?
Bauer's not of age to need the shingles
No, I'm not saying that. But if for whatever reason during stuff you missed, Joe Leo's first stuff you missed, so I'm sure there were probably some nerves involved, is that of all the things to decide you wanted to insert yourself where, whoa, Joe Leo, give us some time here. It was, I need to talk about
Give us some time to react to this. Correct. That's what happened.
It's an important illness that I think people are sleeping on right now. And if I can be the person that brings it to the forefront so that, if I can save one life, if I can save one person from the paralysis that comes along with shingles, then I'm just the man to do it.
Where were you for Tyrese Halliburton? Maybe if Tyrese listened to the show, he would have taken your advice.
Well, although he's young, typically guys in their mid to late 20s are not developing shingles. It's more of a disease that the older folks get.
Right, we went over it.
Right, so that was surprising.
Right.
With my medical background, I would not have told Tyrese to run and get the shingles vaccine.
Vast medical background.
Yes.
He watches a lot. He watched The Pit.
I watched The Pit. I've seen ER, Chicago Hope, Grey's Anatomy. I'm a big fan of all the doctor shows. Even back in the day, St. Elsewhere, I enjoyed that with Howie Mandel. Why are you laughing?
Because you are a special human being. I love you. I do.
Thank you. I'll take it. I'm here for the people. If I can save one person from shingles, I'm trying to do that. Get ready for Rickleball Madness. Oh, Bauer, it's so exciting. Featuring Dave. Friday, March 20th. ESPN New York is taking over Pickleball Heaven in Medford, New York. Catch a live broadcast of this show starting at 6, as we always do. Then stick around for our pickleball tournament. and that's going to go from about 10 to 12:30 in that range. We'll crown the champions, then roll right into a college hoops watch party. To cap off the day, sign up now on the ESPN New York app. Spots limited, Rickleball Madness, brought to you by Pickleball Heaven, the new standard of indoor pickleball. That place looks awesome. You should see the place I play in.
Oh, I'm sure it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, ceiling is falling apart.
Right, but I mean, how many places? There's not a lot of places that are that.
No. In fact, when we got the virtual walkthrough of Pickleball Heaven, I was like, I've never seen anything like this.
I almost wanted to, especially when he explained what they do on Thursdays, where you get to challenge the pros. I was like, I may take a Thursday night and go out there. I may take the drive, just because I think that would be awesome.
I'd like to see you go up against a professional pickleball player.
And they got breakfast, they got lunch, they got dinner, they got
everything. They're only closed for 4 hours.
They wanted to stay open for 24.
Well, not allowed. Let's go out to Joe in Ocean Gate. Joe, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, good morning, fellas. Yeah, speaking of appendages, my favorite explorer you guys missed was Don Juan Delanucci. Ever hear of him?
No. Be careful. Where you going, Joe? Raymond, get that finger right on the dump button. Where you going?
He was the explorer of the ladies. I figured you would probably know much about him with all your, strip club going and stuff like that when you were younger.
Speaking of which, did you see? Speaking of
Team
clubs,
USA, their stop, yeah.
But did you see that they had everyone?
Yes,
everyone, even the strippers, up for the anthem.
Someone sent me. Are you familiar with the Sopranos World Twitter handle?
No.
So somebody sent me like the screenshot from that, where there was the episode that did 9/11 of The Sopranos, where the strippers are watching 9/11 and they're like, "I'll remember this moment the rest of my life," or something like that.
It was a wild scene, an absolutely wild scene.
Can you let Joe speak?
Sorry,
Joe.
Shout out to the Olympic hockey, the men's and women's team for the gold. I mean, and all the other Olympic athletes. They're just love them.
You know what Joe is? Joe's like a stand-up comedian now. He comes in and he wants to get into the Knicks, but he doesn't get to the Knicks until he gets his other stuff done. Right? He's like, hey,
what?
Don Juan Delanucci, let's get it to this guy. Hey, Olympic, the men, the women, everyone that participated over there, thank you for your time and your service and your energy. And now I'll have the main stand-up on stage one. Now here's Joe in Ocean Gate.
This is why I love you guys. Because you guys give the hijinks and then you give the sports stuff at the end. But no, the Knicks, like I called Friday about them, and Cat not being consistent and stuff like that. And the Knicks, like it seems like when they move the ball, it just seems like I don't know. I love when they move it, and like when it sticks in Brunson's hands, the ball, or when they just stay with the not passing it. To me, I think they get the best out of their team when they're running and using their athleticism and moving the ball, and so that's what I got for you guys. I love you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you. I think it goes without saying the Knicks are the best version of themselves when everyone is touching the basketball and they're moving it around and it doesn't become stagnant with Jalen Brunson.
Well, stagnant just in general too, and I mean I think playing good defense also is a part of that, right?
But the defense wasn't bad last night.
Well, no, it wasn't. The defense wasn't bad, but still, like to get out to run, to get some easy buckets, to get out in transition. I mean, it's also part of it. I just don't. Again, like you have one of the most skilled big men in the NBA, and somehow you go through an entirety of a game where the guy takes 5 shots, and a whole half where he takes 1. I just don't. It doesn't. Something's wrong, especially coming off the 5 games that he just had, where he's going for 20 or more. Like I don't know, like if that's just is that a coaching problem?
This happens all the time. I don't know how anyone could be surprised by this. It always happens.
But that's the problem, though, is the frequency of it.
Yes.
Like I mean, a couple times is too many times. But so I don't know the whole reason why Mike Brown was brought in here was to
unlock the potential of what this team is supposed to be able to be.
Well, of Karl-Anthony Towns and of Mikal Bridges, but that hasn't happened, right? I mean, this has not been a good offensive season for Karl-Anthony Towns.
No, it's been a very hit or miss.
And I know he wants to get up threes, and that's fine if you're making your threes. But if
that's all he wants to do, he wants to be a very tall 3-point shooter.
Well, no, I'm not even saying Karl-Anthony Towns. I'm just saying in general as a team.
Oh yeah,
I mean you want to get up 40.
The thing is, when you're not shooting well from 3, evidenced by last night's game, and it was awful. They just continue to shoot threes. Like there's never a let's deviate from the original game plan because the threes aren't falling tonight. It's Celtics-like. It's like we're no matter what, we're shooting threes.
Right. And OG didn't have a good night, and a lot of it too. I mean, if you look at some of the numbers, I mean, when OG doesn't play well for the Knicks have a hard time winning. But it speaks to me again. I don't think it's a talent issue, which is the most frustrating part. It's not a depth issue. It's not a talent issue. It feels like it's a want-to issue.
Right. It feels like they are treading water, buying time until they get to the postseason. And they expect at that time to flip the switch and be a really good team. How many teams have you seen that can just go through the motions and then you get to the postseason and they are the team that they want to be?
Not many, but the ones that do are those are the elite teams.
Right. Like the Warriors could get away with doing that kind of stuff.
Right. I mean, I think that probably OKC at this point could get away with doing it.
But they don't.
No, right, and they also just won a championship. Right? Like, I mean, I understand, like, if you had just won a championship and you just went through 82 plus a long playoff run and you want to use the regular season as a way to kind of get my legs back, going to kind of ease myself into this because we know we're going to be a playoff team again, and that's a lot of wear and tear going back-to-back years. I could get it. Like if the Florida Panthers, after getting to the what were they in the they were in the finals, lost.
Right, and then and then won
the cup. I could understand going into the into last season. They'd be like, hey, right, like we know we're going to be back there again. It's been a long 2 years. Let's be smart with this. Like, just get us to the playoffs because we know we've already got the track record. We get it. We have this certain level that other teams can't get to, and we know we can turn it on because we just did it. That's fine, but that's not where the Knicks are at right now.
No, they've never been at that team. And when they were closer to that team in the 90s, they never did that.
Right. I think the problem is that you went from one extreme to the other, coaching-wise, when in actuality you needed kind of somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle, yeah. You went. You're 100% correct. You went from a guy that's going to be impossible and to demand everything every night to a guy that's going to be easy and your buddy.
Right. And you can feel that. I mean, that's the sense I get. It's this whole season was a trial run for the postseason.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we'll get to the postseason and we'll be like, man, they knew it. They were right.
Well, listen, it could work and it couldn't. I mean, the same thing could be said. Listening to all the criticism about the U.S. team, again going back to hockey, but just because it's fresh in my mind, is how do you leave Cole Caulfield off the team? How do you leave Robertson off the team, and then you bring the two Rangers guys? Why would you bring JT Miller? He can't skate in this thing. If they had lost and those guys weren't factors, then there would have been criticism.
They would have gotten blamed, yes.
But they won the gold medal, and their penalty kill didn't give up a goal the entire tournament. So
now the decision makers are heroic and
right.
And
now you're smart.
Exactly. That's that. Well, welcome to Monday Morning Quarterback. Welcome to sports.
So if this works, if you're going to get the best, Mitch stays
That's
healthy
right.
the entire season, you get the best out of him, and then they have all this, all this energy, and they can flip a switch, and they look
Mitch
great.
Robinson is healthy, and Towns plays well in the postseason, and OG, and yeah, of course, it's a long regular season.
Right. The problem is though, is the dangerous game you play is as you're preparing for a long postseason run, may get cut short. You may not need the extra energy because you're not ready, and you get knocked out early.
Could you imagine if they got knocked out early?
Yeah, no,
Oh, that
I
would
couldn't.
be.
But
that would
I mean,
be
God
horrible.
forbid that happens.
That would be horrible. Let's go to Danny, Long Island. Danny, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
I'm just going to say something. I want you to absorb this. I am driving on the Southern State Parkway in near blinding, snowing, whiteout conditions. Again.
Well, be safe.
It is snowing on Long Island right now. I can't.
Danny, it's every day.
Right.
I mean, I give up. Uncle, I give up. I can't take it anymore. Mother Nature wins. Please
I'm
stop.
contemplating just driving right to MacAfee Airport, getting on a breeze flight to Vero, and joining my mother in a bocce ball court at 12 o'clock because I just can't take it anymore.
I think we all feel the same way. Enough. And then you got to hear like the people in Florida. Oh, it's not as warm as it usually is. It's only in the low 60s. Shut up.
I'm looking at Sunday.
My mother's Monday morning bocce ball tournament was canceled, delayed because it was 43 degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning. I feel sorry for you.
I'm looking at Sunday. I'm looking at Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Also snow.
Of next week.
I'm looking March 1st is snow, second snow, third snow. It's saying
71 degrees in South Carolina today for my son's baseball game. I'll be monitoring that. But listen, with the Knicks, you left off one thing when you said it's a long and hard season. It's also almost meaningless, and that's the key point to it because all you're playing for is Game 7 at home. almost everybody makes the playoffs.
Right,
and
but
if you don't make the playoffs,
but that's
we'll
not
have
meaningless,
we'll have
though.
a play-in tournament.
Right, but you can say it's not meaningless because you're going to be in but it could be meaningful. Right? Like, I mean,
it could be. But
if
could
you
be
lose
is
to
not
Detroit
worth
in the
the
second round because you finished fourth, it's meaningful. Or
well,
you
Rick,
have
you're
the
right.
game
It's
7 on
meaningful,
the
but
road.
what is it worth the risk injury? The injury potential, is it worth the injury risk and wear and tear on the guys?
So then
to
why
move up
play
from 5
anybody
to 3?
ever, Danny?
No. It's not the NFL. It's not the number 1 seed. It's not home field advantage. It's not as big a deal in basketball. We all know that, and you're seeing the results of it. That's the problem. It's the structural.
Well, the problem is you brought in a coach who is going to cater, and thanks for the call, Danny, and stay safe out there, cater to these players, and that they're not going to take the regular season as seriously as the other coach did. And that's what these guys wanted. So they got what they wanted, and we'll see if in the end it pays off.
Right. It's not. It doesn't have meaning until it has meaning. Right. It's not a problem until it becomes a problem.
Right. You say whatever with the 1, the 3, the 4. Well, you're the 4, and you see Detroit in the second round, and you get bounced. Now you don't go as far as you did last season.
Right. But I mean, you're also not talking about a Knicks team that's been great on the road either. So do I want to have Game 7 on the road? Like, I understand the whole thing where it's like,
who would want to have Game 7 on the road?
Listen, in a perfect world, right? You could play as hard as you could possibly play during the regular season, and then have everyone healthy for the postseason. That's not the reality. So you try to do your best. You try to manage people's minutes. You try to manage practice and keep guys healthy. But you got to get through the 82, and you got to put yourself in a good position to get through the postseason. You want a combination of the both. You can't have it. You can't go.
Correct.
You can't swing it all the way to one way.
No. You need middle ground where you're going to give Mitchell Robinson nights off and even lay up on some games.
Well, which is why there are certain games. Like, I mean, I'm totally fine when you play a crap team, right? I mean, laying off your starters, giving guys a night off. I mean, focusing more on your bench guys, giving them some run, testing things out. But when you have certain opportunities against good teams, right? Like, I mean, let's give it a legitimate effort here. Like when we're playing Detroit, when we're playing Cleveland, like let's see what it could look like. Like, again,
for some reason they don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Or and hopefully this is not the answer. Or they can't.
I don't think that's true.
I think that you're right, but then they just don't care about the regular season at all.
Well, I mean, but you saw it. I mean, you've seen them. You saw it against Boston. You saw it against you saw a resilient, tough. There were plenty of opportunities during that run last year where you could have quit on games in the postseason.
Absolutely.
Down 20, but they kept fighting back. That was their identity.
Well, we'll
and
see.
It's not like you but you didn't add. Like, the Cat was on that team. Bridges was on that team. You didn't add soft players.
Well, you changed
Alvarado's
the
always
coach.
soft.
You changed the philosophy.
Right, because I think those players thought that they were ready. And maybe they're not.
Maybe they are.
But teams get themselves into that, and organizations do this sometimes, where they feel like they get to a certain point and they don't need the hard-ass coach anymore because their guys are ready. And sometimes the guys aren't ready. Sometimes that's exactly what the guys needed.
Yep. Well, here we are. We'll see. We'll have our answer. 800-919-3776. We got some conversation in NFL circles to get into. The Jets and the Giants. So we'll do it next. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads, and apparently they're not good again. Here is Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave, Rick, Raymond, and Bauer. Good morning, guys. Let's see what's going on. Alternate side parking rules remain suspended with the ongoing snow operations. With the light snow falling this morning, please be careful traveling FDR Drive south in the 20s. It's a spin out. LIE West right past the Van Wyck, an accident. Eastbound BQE by the Battery Tunnel. Another collision. Traffic slowing down Merritt Parkway North exit 5 into Greenwich with a crash. And the spray north at Route 100 in Hawthorne. It's an accident there as well. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. If you have questions about youth or high school sports, Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he can be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at Empower.com.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Ever want to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for two. NBA futures let you lock in your pick for who you think will go all the way, whether it's a team to win the championship or a conference title. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. Ever want to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for two. NBA futures let you lock in your pick for who you think will go all the way, whether it's a team to win the championship or a conference title. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. 21 and over, physically present in New York. No purchase necessary. Limit one entry per profit boost token. Option required. Must apply profit boost token on select market. Restrictions apply. See full terms, including methods of entry, at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End, because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
If you're tired of hearing scary ads about the IRS, Tax Relief Advocates wants you to know you don't have to be afraid. No matter what challenging life situation you're facing while owing 10 or 583-4890. 800-583-4890. Again, that's 800-583-4890. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Put him in the box! This is your radio home for New York Mets baseball. 880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Ugly game. Our pace is not good. We got to get back and figure out what we need to do to get a win on Friday.
I had my come-to-Jesus moment against the Pistons. They're not Detroit. And if they face them in a best-of-7, they're not beating Detroit. Anything that happens now will get you somewhat upset. But if I don't think they can get to the NBA Finals, I'm going to go crazy if I don't think they get to the conference finals. No, I don't think the Knicks are a great basketball team, and I've been saying it. At what point do people jump on that bandwagon? Not that you want to, but they're just not great.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I'd be the Frank and Dave would be the Beans.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
You know what's amazing about you guys is you complain about his antics and his hijinks, and then you play right into his hands. Why?
It is what it is.
Well, but why?
I mean, we've learned we can't neuter him at this point.
Don't do it. It's not acceptable. It's not appropriate. Don't do it.
No.
Please don't do it. And then the rejoin, let's incorporate it right in there.
I think you're going a little bit too far. It's not that we don't want him not to do it. We enjoy those elements of his personality. There's just certain lines you can't cross. You got to be very careful.
But he doesn't know the lines.
He was okay today. He didn't cross that line today.
So far.
We wanted him to be careful. He was. We got what we needed out of the situation.
You're the Mike Brown of the whole situation. You know that?
How so?
Well, he can just do whatever makes you comfortable.
Rick, play with pace.
I think I was playing with pace. I think I was playing with pace.
No,
I'm just trying to avoid turnovers. I'm trying to avoid turning the ball over. I just think that if the representation of this show was that, I would be a certain part and you'd be the other part.
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
I'm just telling you.
Did you see this video where Jacob Mizorowski?
That's not real. That can't be real.
It's not. It's not real.
Okay, I mean that's a they die.
Right, but you've seen that video, right?
I've seen it. Yeah, with the apple on the guy's head.
Yeah. So the video is not real.
It can't be real. Who thought that was real?
What do you mean? Everyone thought it was real.
How would that be? Like the guy didn't have a helmet on. Nothing.
Well,
you sit there and let the guy throw. I mean, throw it almost 100 miles an hour with you with no protection on.
Well, then people saying, well, it was AI. It was not AI. I guess they had him throw and knock off a baseball off a tee, and then they were able to edit in the other player.
Well, it's like that video where Brady throws it into the jugs machine.
People think that's real too.
I mean, come on, guys.
And then the thing spits back at him.
Yeah, come on. What are we doing?
Yeah, people believe it. But when I first saw it, I was like, oh my god. But the Brewers account was saying stuff, and people were reacting to it as if it was real.
Right. I mean, you put it out there. You go through all that work. You let people think it's real for as long as you can let them think it's real.
You know what? We're the truth tellers. It's not real.
It's not real. And if you thought it was real, you're crazy. Because there's not one person that signs up to let, as much as you would trust somebody.
How much would you have to be paid?
Nothing. There wouldn't be a amount of money because
you wouldn't do it.
No. No, if he's slightly, you would. No, I would have to have a helmet on. I'd have to have neck protection. What happens if this is you the back of the neck?
You die.
You're dead.
It's a 104 mile an hour pitch.
Right. There's no I wouldn't do that with no. I don't care if it was you name the hockey player that has the best accuracy in the world. They could win the accuracy competition at the NHL All-Star game, and you couldn't pay me enough money to sit on a chair with an apple on my head and let him shoot pucks at it. Here, take this slap shot. Hey Zdeno, take a slapper off the it hit this apple off my head.
Raymond, would you, for any amount of money in the world, would you allow this to happen to you?
You're asking a lot. You're asking a lot.
No, because you die.
You can't. Maybe.
Right, maybe there's a chance.
It's a non-0% chance you will die, Dave.
Right, and now you're paralyzed.
Maybe you get drilled in the back.
Right. What happens if that hits you in the spine?
That's not great.
Right, not great.
It's not great. But you know what? For $10 million, maybe Raymond thinks that could be worth it.
No.
Not quite that desperate yet. But
how about if I gave you 51% ownership of the Cowboys? Would you do it?
Just one pitch?
One pitch?
Right, here's what you do.
Okay.
You get Emmanuel Clase and you work him into the deal.
No.
And he doesn't hit anything.
I like where your head's at.
No,
I like where your head's at.
It's one legitimate pitch to knock the apple off.
It's a legitimate pitch. What are we talking about?
No.
He just spikes it.
That's a major league pitcher.
That's
former
too
major league pitcher.
I'm into doing fun stuff. That's too dangerous. Man.
That's wildly dangerous.
That's way too. That would be
Bauer. Would you?
Well, listen, there was Ray Caldwell who was struck by lightning and he finished an MLB game. I think you can take a fastball to the head and still be okay
with no helmet.
No, you need the helmet.
Not expecting it.
First of all, you need the helmet.
No,
Tom. You're not taking 104 off the back of the head, Tom.
You're not surviving that.
You just got to be built different.
No, you're not surviving.
No. You have to be built like the Terminator. You're not surviving a fastball to the back of the head, Tom.
Yeah, built like a robot, Tom.
I think
you would do it.
Tom, you work with Carlin, who probably has one of the thicker. I mean, he's got that's a big, bulbous head. He couldn't take 104 off the back of the head.
Dave could do it though.
I'm like the Terminator. I lose a limb. Back, I got
the arm back. There's a better chance Dave take those balls off his chin and survives as opposed
here we go.
See, no, that's too far.
Why?
That one's too far.
What do you mean?
We'll have like at our next meeting, like Rick, you were so witty on last Wednesday. It was so good.
He's got a strong chin.
Listen.
What?
I appreciate the wordplay, but you know what you did was wrong.
What do you mean?
You know.
But here's the thing, right? You don't admonish him. You feed the beast is what you do.
I just told him.
Rick, that was so witty and wonderful. But just for future reference, you can't do it.
I just told him.
He never stops.
Was wrong. I just told him, and it's not like he doesn't know.
It never stops.
It's not like he doesn't know. Come on.
Of course he knows. That's what makes it worse. He doesn't care. He has no respect for me, for you, for Tom, for anybody.
Wow. Did you guys see speaking of videos, did you see the McAfee video?
No.
You didn't see that yet?
Did not see it.
That Pat.
I thought McAfee's on vacation.
Right, but they played a video at 11 where Team USA was celebrating, and Pat bought all their drinks.
Oh, yeah?
I guess the tab. Now, I don't know for sure. The one I just recently saw was that the tab was $150,000.
Actually, I thought it would be higher.
Higher than $150,000?
Yeah, I'm sure those guys are probably drinking everything under the sun.
Right,
They
but
probably
still.
haven't stopped drinking.
Right, but there's a lot of beer.
$150,000?
There's a lot of beer drinkers. $150,000, Ray.
That's a lot of money,
That's a
Ray,
lot
on
of money,
alcohol.
buddy.
Those guys
I've had some. We've had some rookie parties that got outrageous, but that was. I mean, that's food.
I would
drinks,
imagine.
and
I
everything
would
else.
imagine in this run, those guys would have had a lot of tabs being picked up anyway.
Yeah, I'm surprised that maybe I shouldn't be. I don't know, but that they even charged him. I would think that for the bar, that's big publicity.
Oh, it's huge publicity, but I think maybe they weren't going to charge him, but I think it's something that Pat wanted to do. So he did it, and then
why didn't you do it?
I don't have $150,000 to just be thrown
He picked
around
up the whole tab?
Yeah, the whole tab.
Or he picked up a round?
He picked up all their drinks for the night.
Everything for the entire night, $150,000.
$150,000.
Wow.
It wasn't $150,000 for one drink each.
Well, no. You said he picked up a round.
No, I said he picked up all their drinks. If he picked up a round, would it be $150,000?
No.
Right. No, he picked up all their drinks.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, that's good for everybody.
I guess business is good for the McAfee show.
Yes. Well, you see how much money he gives away for those kicks. That's his money.
I know.
Yeah, business is real good.
Yeah, business is real good. Speaking of business, let's get to the Jets and the Giants. Let's start with the Giants.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling when we get to the Jets, you're going to get yourself all upset.
No, you're going to try to get me upset. I'm not going to get myself all upset because I didn't get myself all worked up yesterday when I heard it. But
it didn't bother you?
It did bother me, but I didn't get myself all worked up because, what do you want me to do?
There's nothing you can do.
I'm just excited to see this superpower.
I didn't realize he had that as a superpower.
Apparently he does.
What's your superpower? No.
And you have the nerve to get mad at me.
Right.
What am I supposed to do? What? At least I remedied it before I allowed him to answer. Ray, what would your superpower be?
The ability to be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Being single.
It is kind of a superpower at this point.
Why would you do that?
No. Listen, he's not wrong.
Being able to work at a high level with zero sleep.
That's what I was going to say is Ray's superpower. Being able to work at a very high level with almost no sleep.
It's not healthy. It's not smart.
It's not healthy at all. Ray, I just read an article last night that someone did on people that work at ESPN, like in the crazy hours.
I saw that. Randy Scott wakes up at 1:45.
Right. I think Ray could probably be somewhere in that list of people that work at ESPN that have crazy, ridiculous schedules.
I'm insulted that nobody reached out to me.
Right.
Actually,
you're talking about. Randy could at least set a schedule where he's going to sleep at a decent hour, so he gets enough. He gets a good 6-7 hours. You're getting 1 hour, 2 hours some nights.
But if you're Randy, he's got kids. So how can you go to sleep? He wakes up at 1:45 in the morning, and he has a 2-hour commute.
Right. I think that once you get done,
you've got a 2-hour commute.
Yeah.
Goodness.
He probably has a little nap, and then hang with the kids, and then you probably go to sleep probably just after dinner, probably, right?
I don't care how used to it you are. Going to sleep that early is it's rough.
Oh, we were just at the charity event, and Tina said she goes to sleep at what, 5:30?
Yeah,
I remember her saying that in the past.
That's wild.
It's crazy because she wakes up at 1 in the morning.
Right. I thought 2 was early. 1's crazy.
2 is early. Well, he wakes up at 1:45 and then drives for 2 hours.
I wouldn't make it. I was doing that when I was doing the hockey stuff, trying to come back from Bristol to do the show in the morning, and it was like...
Well, it's almost impossible. And he does it every day. And have you ever... you've watched that Sports Center. He's great.
Oh, they're great, both of them. Randy's hilarious.
He's a great guy too. We did a fantasy football show for one full football season together. He's a great guy, and he's a big sports fan.
Was that when you embarrassed yourself, that whole fantasy situation? With Dave has when you threw a stapler at somebody?
I've embarrassed myself numerous times. Which one he's talking about specifically?
Was that when you threw a stapler at somebody?
That was that show. I don't remember if it was that.
I feel like that happened on multiple occasions.
No, it didn't. I only threw one stapler. No. I don't remember it was the year that Randy was on the show, but we had a lot of people on that show. Mina Kimes was on the show. Mike Golick Jr. was on the show. Tom Waddle was on the show.
Randy Scott is aware of the legend of Dave Rothenberg.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I think everyone is. Dave got mentioned on First Take the other day.
What was that? You put that into a text, but you never followed up. What was that about?
Well, because you didn't follow up, you didn't ask me. It went silent.
You know what, Raymond? Go back to that text chain. He said you were just mentioned on First Take, and I specifically
there was a question mark. Yes,
I put question marks.
Oh, did you? I wouldn't even.
I did.
They talked about your tweet that Turtle attacked you for.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And where did they fall on this tweet?
I think
it was Shay that brought it up.
Shay brought it up. I think they were I think they were all in agreement that the Knicks weren't
in the same class.
As good. Yeah, weren't as good as Detroit.
Mm-hmm. So they didn't have an issue with the words I used.
Well, no, I think Stephen A. was resigned to the fact that they have no chance.
Right.
I mean, that had been his point.
Well, that was his. See, I didn't go into that game with that. If they don't win this game, the way it looked, though, you did everything you could, and you wanted to win that game, and you still couldn't.
Right.
And they were shorthanded.
Right. They were shorthanded, and that was the thing, though.
I'm opening up the group chat, and I just saw the last thing you sent. By the way.
Who, the last thing I said?
You're a bad guy.
Why?
It's clearly an AI video, first of all, but you're such a bad guy.
But no one responded to it.
Because how am I supposed to respond to that? How am I supposed to respond to that?
And we know what you're doing.
I thought that was a nice video.
We know exactly what you're doing. You're transparent.
I liked it. I thought I would share it.
I've got to click on everything you send because I can never know. It's like, oh, well, this might be an interesting sports-related clip that Rick may want to sound.
You thought that might be an interesting sports-related clip when you saw just like the thumbnail of it?
Rick will sometimes send something that it's like, oh, we can use this in the show, like an interesting sound clip, like unrelated to anything that we've talked about.
Go ahead.
Like a Mad Dog clip from last.
Where is that Mad Dog clip?
I've got it.
Okay.
I've got it. It'll be ready to go when you want to go to it. But, I thought this might be an example of something you might want to bring back on the show. I can't bring back what you sent. That can't be used. A, it's fake. B, it's inappropriate. It's totally wrong.
It's inappropriate.
Look how happy they look.
And it's very mean to somebody.
Look at how happy they look. Look at how comfortable her lap looks. Look at how happy
I'm not. No, Ray. See, here's the problem. Now you open up
this one out.
So he can discuss it.
This one I'll cop to. Totally on me.
All right. Now what you've done, you've wasted the whole segment. We didn't hear from Joe Schoen. We didn't hear from Aaron Glenn. We didn't hear from Mushi. We didn't hear from Harbaugh. We didn't hear from anyone. We will remedy that next. On the other side, we'll hear from everyone. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
It's Chuck Devine with SnowCountry.com. Sponsor your job on Indeed. Get matched with quality candidates with Indeed-sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today. Biggest fresh snow for the city, the suburbs, and the shore. Although Mountain Creek, New Jersey, and Shawnee, Pennsylvania both did very well with 10 inches fresh. Uphill, downhill snowshoe race for Shawnee Mountain next Sunday. Thunder Ridge, Southern New York got 1.5 feet. It was 14 inches for Mount Peter. It's pack powder day and night for those smaller family-style ski areas. Wyndham picked up 0.5 feet in the Catskills. It's 100% with pack powder for both Wyndham and Bel Air. Southington, Sundown, and Mohawk all got 1 foot of fresh snow since Sunday in Connecticut. They're all on pack powder day and night. Butternut with 1 foot to 1.5 feet fresh since Sunday in the Berkshires. Stratton and Killington with 15 inches since Friday in Vermont and fresh snow falling.
You don't just ski or ride, you dominate. At Killington, we fuel your adventure. Be the beast. Ski and ride Killington.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Think premium meat has to come with a premium price? Not at Wild Fork Foods. You can get Brazilian beef tenderloin for only $10 a pound. Yes, $10 a pound. And Atlantic salmon portions for just $9.98 a pound. That's steakhouse and seafood house quality at home. Everything is blast frozen to lock in flavor and nutrients. You can shop one of their 7 locations or order online for same-day delivery. WildForkFoods.com. Wild Fork Foods. Quality meat. Wild prices.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates to third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-568-2790. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-568-2790. That's 800-568-2790 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-568-2790.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. What? I know this theme song, and I can't think of what theme song this is.
Oh, very popular show.
Oh no, I know it. I've seen the show, but
what's the name of the show?
I can't think of it.
He just told
Tony
you can't
Danza?
think of it.
Oh, this is Who's the Boss?
Right.
Yeah, Tony Danza in the show was a former St. Louis Cardinals farmhand.
That's right.
Yeah. And then, of course, Angela and Mona and Jonathan and the whole thing. You know the knowledge I have.
Yeah,
I'll put it
We'll
on
name every
display.
character on the show now.
Right.
I'll put it on display in about 25 minutes when we play Stump Rothenberg.
Alyssa Milano.
Yeah, who can't remember Alyssa Milano?
Come on now.
She was everyone's first crush ever.
I played with a guy who actually was dating Alyssa Milano at that time.
I think a lot of guys have dated Alyssa Milano over the years.
Right, but at that time.
Yeah?
Yeah, like in the midst of Who's the Boss.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, you played with him at that time, or you played with him?
No, later on.
Later on.
Early
so he
on,
wasn't
like
dating her.
Veteran
when you
guy.
played with him.
Veteran guy, clearly.
Veteran guy, that's correct, yep.
Yeah? And did he make mention of his dating with Alyssa Milano?
He made mention, yeah.
And was he a fan of hers still
Yes.
when they had broken up?
I believe so, yeah.
Good. That's nice.
Yep.
So I see what you've done here, Raymond. Who's the boss? John Harbaugh. That's who's the boss. Right? See? He does everything for a reason. And he's a very bright individual. All right. So Joe Schoen spoke. John Harbaugh spoke. Let's listen to Schoen first because there's more, and I think it kind of covers more stuff. Here's Schoen about his role as the GM. It's not changed with Harbaugh running things now.
I'm still the general manager of the team, and my role has not changed. I'm still tasked with leading the entire football operation. We're going to work in collaboration like most good teams do, and it's going to be a collaborative. Everybody's going to have their role, but there's constant communication between Don, Coach Harbaugh, myself, in terms of how we're going to build the football operation, and then how we're going to execute, the draft, trades, free agency, contract signings, coaching staff, whatever it may be. We're going to work in collaboration together. We're aligned in that. It's been going really good so far.
Sure, I'll buy into it. But here's the thing: what's he going to say? Like, you take the podium and be like, yeah, so how's your role change? Oh, I now am a lead scout. Like, what do you expect him to say in that situation?
Kind of what he said.
Right.
Yeah, my only question would be, like, as you read more about what, Donna Ponte does, it sounds like she's doing his job.
Well, it sounds like she does his job, and Harbaugh will have a direct pipeline to her, and Schoen and Harbaugh won't even have any direct contact, is what it sounds like.
Well, I think there'll be some contact. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a collaboration.
The hierarchy does not go up through Schoen now.
Right. Yeah, that's right. I mean,
I'm sure that they're going to have contact. They're not going to walk by each other, not talk. They're not going to not discuss free agents and stuff. But that's not the hierarchy of the Giants organization now.
No, I think who has ultimate say is the most important thing here, right? Especially as we're coming into the draft, right? Like, I mean, if there is a debate as to who we should take or what our philosophy is going to be, who has final say in that?
I think we know,
and I think we probably know that.
We definitively know that. Final say, first say, middle say, final say is John Harbaugh. And it should be.
Right, but you have, Joe Schoen talking about he's the general manager. He is in charge
in title, he's the general manager.
Right, but he's in charge of football operations. Well, it just so happens that now Don is the senior vice president of football operations.
Oh, Ray, we have a problem here.
What's the matter?
It's Dawn.
Oh, not again.
Right, but I can't say it.
Not
so
again.
Just get over it. Yeah, just get over it. Because I can't do it.
Okay.
I have limitations, and I'm not afraid to say it.
And that would be one of them. You're
saying
right.
Don is one of them. That Don is a problem for me. Okay?
You don't have a lot of problems, but that is one of your problems.
From dusk till dawn.
There, you're not bad there. It's not from dusk till dawn.
Dawn.
No.
Dawn.
I don't want to do this.
Okay, fine. We won't do it then. They had to hire a woman named Dawn.
I know, right?
Right? Like, no, Stephanie, Melissa, Brenda. Nobody was existing of that name.
Bob.
Right?
Like
Barbara,
yesterday.
Bob. It goes hand in hand. Barry, did you hear about this yesterday?
Oh, the little Joe Leo situation?
Yes.
Oh, I heard about it. It was quite funny.
He's going to complain about the weather in Florida. Good morning, Bob. Bob?
Hello, it's not Bob, it's Barbara.
My grandmother's name is Barbara.
I would have known.
Barb.
Bob! That's what he kept saying. Well, my grandmother's name is Barbara.
She said Barb. Yeah, because it's a woman. It's not a man. It's not
Hello?
Bob.
Yeah.
Hey, Barbara.
Hi, good morning, guys.
That was tough. I don't know how you get up from that.
Well, he's not here with us today. Maybe that's how. Joe, this is something that still hurts you?
No. Again, I've put the hatchet in the ground. It's over and done with.
He's grounded the hatchet, Bauer.
Good for Joe Leo.
Joe Leo's doing it.
All right, so let's get back to Joe Schoen. So, and again, what's he supposed to say? I've been neutered. I'm not in control. He is the GM. In title, he's the GM, and that's what he's going to say. And I mean, for the duration, he's never going to admit that he's been neutered here with the franchise.
No, of course he's not going to admit that. And then, I mean, you're still going to figure out contract-wise what that's going to end up looking like. But it feels like this is John Harbaugh's franchise now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It feels like it because it is John Harbaugh's franchise. All right, here's more Schoen. What have you learned so far from John Harbaugh?
A lot of it we learned on the interview process. So, the leadership, the passion for football. He's a hard worker. He's a very hard worker. He's in there all the time. Great football mind, not just X's and O's, but the leadership that he brings, the plan, the clarity in terms of how he wants to build a team. And his communication has been phenomenal. As you're getting to know somebody, no matter what the relationship is, you're trying to feel how people communicate, how they operate. Do I go down to his office? Does he come to mine? Do I text him? Does he text back? You're feeling through all that stuff initially in a relationship, but it's been phenomenal so far.
All right, so it sounds great, and as the start of most marriages are, right? Until you meet a little bump in the road, and then maybe things go off the rails a little bit. But right now, you would expect it that everyone would be getting along.
Right, but I mean, again, we're at the NFL Combine right now, right? I mean, how many real decisions have been made?
None.
Outside of coaching staff stuff, which is going to be John Harbaugh's decision anyway. Right? I would imagine that you don't start getting into those tense moments until, again, you get into
free
discussions.
Agency,
well,
and then the draft.
Right, but discussions about what even what your philosophy is going to be potentially. Right, like I mean, the one thing we did hear about Joe Schoen that was a positive, and one of the reasons why he kept his job outside of bringing the front office up to from where it was with Dave Gettleman with computer folk to now modern day, was that the ownership appreciated how he went through the draft process.
Right.
So maybe he does end up being a valuable asset to John
I think
Harbaugh.
there's a better chance you get some reward from Joe Schoen now than when he was kind of really running the whole thing.
Right, but Joe Schoen hasn't worked with John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh brought in Dawn, and now has. And again, it's a title, but it's still. Her title feels like it's essentially what Joe Schoen
because it is
was doing.
Because it is.
She's been in the league a long time. She's
very, very well respected.
Very well respected. She's actually worked with the Jets. I don't know if you knew that.
I did. I've read her entire bio.
Look at you.
Well, come on.
You're so well prepared.
I have a new hierarchy within my franchise. You think I'm not going to do my due diligence? She worked for the NFL. She worked for the Jets. I know her background.
Dolphins, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's hear some more from Joe Schoen. I think this is what excites people the most. The importance of building out this roster with Jackson Dart on a rookie deal.
Yeah, regardless who's in that position, you want to build out the roster, but it is you're at an advantage when you talk about a surplus at those positions, and the quarterback position, what those guys are getting on the open market. Okay, you like to build it out. Like, what would Abdul get on the open market? Well, he's on a rookie contract. What would Malik Neighbors get on the open market? Okay, we're paying Malik what we are, but receivers are getting $40 million a year. So to me, we have some young core pieces at a position where we have a surplus in value, and we are going to try to build it out. Obviously, in that window where Jackson is still on the rookie deal.
You know what you can, if you listen really closely, you can hear someone kind of whispering in the background? 65 or sooner.
Yeah, that's he actually had I guess under his jacket or whatever he was wearing, he had the T-shirt
that said 65 or sooner.
They started making those. The Giants took it upon themselves to start making them. Yeah.
Well, you know what? They can have it. That's totally fine because that's the window, right? You get another 4 years of Jackson Dart before you have to pay the guy.
Well, plus, you have, 5 years with John Harbaugh?
That's right.
Signed a 5-year deal, so.
So, there you go.
There's a real chance that when we go to camp, it might be up on their wall.
Could you imagine that?
No.
I
couldn't.
How good would that be?
We'll be lucky to get invited to training camp.
We were there last year. We had a great sit-down with Shane and Dable.
Right, but there was no chance that you were gonna physically try to touch Brian Dable or Joe Schoen. There's a chance that you try to.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I do know that.
You don't know what I'm capable of doing.
You didn't even call Dable or text him or nothing.
I never did, no.
Yeah, what a mistake that was.
Why?
Oh, what's the worst that could have happened?
I could have yelled at him, though, via text.
No, but you didn't have. I'm saying early on when you first got it. When it was fresh in his mind that he had just met you.
You know what? I wasn't confident in my own just ability. I was getting so many people tell me, you can't do that. Don't just text him. Don't just text him. So I didn't.
Yeah, but why though? Why? You're a confident guy by nature.
I don't know.
And
I listened to the masses is what happened.
Right, but that's not you.
No.
It's not who you are.
I should have sent them a pleasant text.
Right, just to thank you.
Yeah.
That's it.
It was great to sit down. Can't wait for the season. And if he wrote back, he wrote back, and if not, then he didn't. But I'm not proud of it.
I don't think you should be proud of it. Talk about a missed opportunity to create a nice relationship.
I'm not proud of it. It was a misstep. I got Carlin telling me, whatever, you cannot do this. It would be the most unprofessional thing anyone could do.
We were actually, weren't we told by our bosses that it's nice to reach out to guests and say thank you?
We've been told that in the past, yes.
That's all you had to do.
I dropped the ball.
Right. Even if how did you get, well, hey, listen, Dabes, I wanted to make sure that
how'd you get my number? Don't you worry about that, okay?
No, I would even, before you even said that, I would just the first text message would have included that. I wanted to make sure I got your number so I could say thank you for sitting down with us today. I really appreciate it.
That's what I should have done.
That's it.
I screwed up. I'm not perfect.
Listen, you're as close to perfect as a person could be.
Well, that's nice.
This was a mistake by you.
You know what this is? This is my dawn. Dawn.
No, because you could have sent the text message. I can't say dawn.
You could if you really practiced it.
I can't.
You can't say from dusk till
dawn.
So you kind of have it there.
Okay, it's not Don, but it's Don. I could say the same. It's Don. That's how I say it. I'm sorry. It's not. I'm not making the choice.
You get really tired, and what do you do?
Yawn.
So you can say that.
I know, but I can't say Don for some reason. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the D in it. I don't know.
Maybe it's the D. Maybe in fact it is.
You could have easily sent the text message. It's not. I have an affliction, not an infliction, an affliction.
So you don't function properly when it comes to saying Don.
Yes, I can't do it.
Right. Well, what can I do other than say I feel badly that I never reached out to him?
Nothing. I'm surprised that you would let other people make that decision for you.
It was the Carlins of the world. I'm just telling you. I remember Carlin specifically saying you cannot text him. That is a really bad look.
Right, but of all the people, I mean, listen, I love Chris, but why is he the person that would should change your mind?
Shouldn't. Again, it was a misstep. When I'm going to get Harbaugh's number, I'm going to text him every single day starting tomorrow.
No, see, then now we're going too far.
No, too far.
Yeah, like there's a nice little sweet spot. Hey, just wanted to reach out and say thank you.
Yep.
And we love having you on the show.
Anytime you want a platform to come on the show, we'd love to have you.
Yeah. Thought that was great. Good luck.
Yep.
Hopefully
I'm
we'll
here
be
for you if you need a person
hopefully
to
we'll
talk
be
to.
in touch.
Yep.
Yeah, by the way, I have some 65 or sooner t-shirts for you to wear.
Yeah. Let's get lunch, Dave. Right?
Let's have a sleepover. I'll be in the draft room. Please let me sit with you in the draft room.
I want to get into that draft room so bad.
I won't say a word. Yeah, right.
I just put me in the corner. Like baby, just put me in the corner.
No.
I'll sit there on a chair. I'll even face the wall. Just let
it doesn't
me in the
matter,
draft room.
but you still could hear. Like you're not going to sit still. You're going to have an opinion. There's no way you could be. You can't be trusted.
He just talked about hearing people whispering in the background. That would be him. You'd hear him throughout.
He wouldn't be whispering though. He'd be yelling.
You can't take him.
You cannot take him.
He's being escorted from the room as the card's being turned in.
That's it.
You see the card going up, and me in cuffs walking by,
screaming, "No!"
And the person that has the card has some kind of is limping because Dave tried to tackle them and take the card from them.
I'll get. Remember what they did with Canty when they gave him an erroneous card,
right?
And then that person card vanished. That's what I would do.
You'd give him a fake card.
I'd give him a fake card.
Yeah.
And we will take. Wait, we didn't.
Lorenzo Carter, linebacker, Clemson.
Hey, this is why you won't ever be allowed in the draft room ever.
I should be.
No,
it'd be very great levity.
They're not looking for levity. That's
Maybe
not what
lighten
they're
the mood
looking
a
for.
little bit on draft night.
No, I think they're looking for serious people that
I can be serious. I can be serious.
Right, but I don't need you being so serious where, John, Don, and Joe are having a conversation and you decide that you want to come interject and say, no, this is not a good idea, guys. This is what I would do. They don't want that.
I don't know why, but okay.
And then start screaming 65 or sooner.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, or you'd be like,
I would just lightly lay a T-shirt on their arm. I wouldn't start screaming it.
And they'd be in the midst of like really trying to hammer home who they're taking. You'd be like, guys, close your eyes for a second. Could you imagine if we won the Super Bowl this year?
No, I would not.
And I took off all my clothes, I'd be naked. That's what you do.
No, I would not.
You couldn't control yourself.
I can read the room.
You can't read a room.
I'm great. I'm a great room reader.
Ray, was he good with the reading the Boombaka room?
That's not a good example.
He wasn't even here.
I don't know why you would bring. Yeah, I wasn't here for that.
Well, he doesn't know.
All I have is
stories.
All I have is secondhand knowledge.
Right.
That's
you
all
didn't
I
read
have.
that room.
That was not a great room reading. No.
Right. So your most recent history.
It's not
great.
It's not the example he should be using.
Right. Not great at reading rooms.
Okay. So because you have one misstep, now all of a sudden you can't read a room. Are you great in every single meeting? No. Would I bring up the one meeting you're not good at? I mean, that's what you're doing.
Well, no. I mean, when Sherry asked you if you wanted a delicious dinner and you poured vinegar on her computer, was that reading the room?
Well,
he was medicated. He was medicated.
But that's no excuse.
Of course it is. Drugs
No.
will make you do crazy things.
Right. When you left your home for 2 days, was that reading the room?
I mean, your definition of reading the room and mine might be different.
Right. When you broke your wedding DVD, was that reading the room?
He's better now.
Yeah.
How about when you pushed the treadmill through the window? Was that reading the room?
You know what? You're really negative.
Still wild to think that those things actually happen.
I'm just asking.
You know what? You really are a negative. You know what?
I'm just asking if you're reading the room.
Rather than point out times that I'm so great in a room, you find all these awful times.
Listen, it's real growth that he hasn't done anything like that.
When was the last time
numerous
a
years.
treadmill went through a window?
Many years.
Not in this house.
It's a listen. It's a step in the right direction.
So what's that? At least a decade?
Right, but now we're talking about. Well, now we're talking about like one of the most high pressurized situations that all of a sudden, I mean, there's a chance you revert back to old Dave.
Or there's a chance that I'm the highest level of grace that
I see
anyone
what
could
you're
ask
saying.
for.
I see what you're saying. Like in that type of situation, he could just fall
Right,
off
of
the
course,
wagon.
now he's got you on his side.
No.
Bauer, whose side are you on?
You could fall off the wagon in a high pressure situation. I see what
Bauer,
he's getting
you want
at.
me in that draft room or no?
I think you'd go a little insane in that draft room.
Of course he would. And then he'd say something crazy, and John would be like, "Hey, listen, Dave, if you want to stay in this room, I'm going to need you to apologize to Joe." And you'd be like, "Okay, listen, if Joe is so sensitive that Joe can't handle my criticism, then I'm sorry."
I think it's like managing a sort of addiction. You've done very well. You haven't been tempted. You haven't put yourself in positions where those type of things can happen. But if you're in that situation, the temptation might be too much for you.
Let's find out. Let's get there. Let's see. All right, let's break, and we'll get into the Jets and some of the things that they said yesterday. That's next. And Stump Rothenberg, by the way, 800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Focus Features presents the film Hamnet from director Chloe Zhao and producers Steven Spielberg and Sam Mendes. The AFI hails. Hamnet lifts the audience high above humanity. And now the Golden Globe winner for Best Picture of the Year has been nominated for 8 Academy Awards, including Best Actress Jessie Buckley and Best Picture of the Year. Hamnet, our stories live forever. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13. Now playing in theaters everywhere.
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News & World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan, we are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Time is valuable. That's why Lowe's Blueprint Takeoffs turn blueprints into quotes faster. Bring us your plans, and we'll generate itemized material lists to make quoting easier so you can get back to building. Plus, at the Lowe's Pro Desk, you get access to thousands of building materials not sold in store. And when your order's ready, we'll deliver everything to the job site. Improving is easy at Lowe's.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
March the 20th of 2026, there's one place to be. And that place is Pickleball Heaven. Pickleball Heaven. It's a pickleball facility, massive facility in Medford, New York. We're going to do the show there that day from 6 to 10. Then there's a tournament. And then after we win the tournament, Rick, we'll stay and watch some basketball with the people. Now, the worst part of all this is the name. Listen, I got to participate in Rickleball Madness. What do you want from me?
You're a teammate of Rickleball.
Yeah, right. You're part of the event. You're the co-headliner.
If my name was Dave Pickleball, it would still be Rickleball Madness.
I think that's accurate.
I don't want this kind of pressure. I would prefer it be named after you.
No, you don't. You want all the shine.
No, I don't. Call it whatever you want.
Dave's Pickleball Extravaganza.
Sorry, Dave. We're still calling it Rickleball Madness. And it's Friday, March 20th at Pickleball Heaven in Medford, New York. To sign up and register to play, go to the ESPN New York app and click on the Rickleball tile.
Oh, I think you know where we're going here. Superpowers. Everyone has a superpower. Aaron Glenn has a superpower. Here is Aaron Glenn yesterday, media day at the Combine, having lots of confidence in his play calling.
To me, play calling is my superpower, really. Doing it for 4 years in Detroit, and man, just look at the maturation of those 4 years of how we improved every year and how I improved as a play caller. I really miss doing that, and I think it's a huge part of helping us become the team that I see us become, the team that I knew Mooj see us becoming, the team that Woody sees us becoming.
Well, if you had a superpower,
yeah,
and you were hired by a team, and the superpower that you have can help a defense which is god-awful, wouldn't you have used your superpower for good last season?
You would think, yeah. Yeah, you would think. Or at some point, like once you made the decision to move off Steve Wilkes, that it would get better.
It's you talk about reading a room. He is awful at reading a room.
Well, I mean, how much of this is him reading the room or just saying something that he knows isn't really true? Right? Like, I mean, he wasn't hired because of his, X's and O's superpower.
No, he was hired because he's a team builder.
Right, team builder. And when you look at the numbers, I mean, listen, he's not all the way wrong because the defense did, I mean, from year one as the defensive coordinator to year 4, I mean, there was some improvement.
Did you ever look at those Lions teams and think to yourself, they're going to go far because of that defense?
No, I did not. But I think I think some of his success as a defensive coordinator coupled into how a lot of people felt about his ability as a former player that had been a Jet and that could stand in front of a room and be a leader of men was why he got the job.
I agree.
I just, like you said, find it interesting that in the midst of year 1, having maybe the worst season in the history of a dysfunctional franchise, for a head coach, that you would probably at some point use your superpower. I mean, I would.
I don't even know what to say. Like I almost feel like I'm in the middle of a Saturday Night Live skit. Like, I'm so great at this, it's my superpower, but I won't use it. Like, if you see your team, they were crumbling. Defensively, they were a disaster last year. They barely turned over the opposition. Mel on the show yesterday was laughing about they had no interceptions. I said, and I stand by it, you'll never see that again as long as you watch football. And he, within himself, has something that can remedy this awful defense and he chooses for some reason to not use it, why would you not use your superpower?
Right, that's a great question. I don't know. I can't answer that question. Because, I mean, I would think that even if my thought going into it as a first-time head coach was, I'm going to have so much on my plate that I would like to have, you know, again, and Steve Wilkes' track record was not great either. I mean, how many
terrible.
Right. So, I mean, but he had head coaching experience. He could be in charge of the defense. He could call the defense, take some of that off my plate. Now, I mean, which, again, I don't know why he structured it the way he structured it. I probably would have done the opposite, where, you know, I could have someone call my defense, but it didn't necessarily have to be guys in charge of the defense because I could help out on that side because that's my superpower, and then have someone that's more experienced on the offensive side of the ball because that's not my expertise. But he did it the opposite, where he had Steve Wilkes in the defense and then a rookie offensive coordinator who, oh, by the way, is no longer with the team. Neither are. That in the midst of starting, you know, 0-7 and this thing falling apart the way that it fell apart, I would do my very best to help out a defense that, I mean, again, you saw at the end of the season, was like those games were over.
Well, it felt like they quit.
Because they did. I mean, you were seeing things. It's like you thought you had two pretty good linebackers. They looked like they never played football before. Right? Like, I mean, you watched Quincy Williams and Sherwood look like they had never played football before.
Yeah, well, they didn't want to be out there.
Well, you say that, but still, I mean, the NFL is one of those, is every time you step on the field.
Yeah, you put things on tape. I get it. But that's what it felt like.
That stuff doesn't go away. Right? Like, I mean, how many times? It was like, was it the Patriots game? They scored on 6 straight possessions?
Oh, God, that was an awful game. That might have been the low point of the season.
I mean, that was what, they lose 42-10?
They destroyed
in that game?
Destroyed you. So I guess
Patriots. Here's the number. Here's the number because I got it in my notes. The Patriots had 344 total yards in the first half.
Yeah,
in 23 first downs. The Jets had 77 total yards, 344 to 77 in the first half.
There are no words to make sense of this, but he was asked, and rightfully so, after telling everyone, this is my superpower. It's what I do. I'm so great at it.
Play call is my superpower, really.
Oh, God. So he was asked the question, well, why didn't you use your superpower and call plays defensively last season?
Well, that's a good question. Being a first-time head coach and really wanted to do it the right way, I felt like the best decision for me was to allow someone else to be able to do that so I can manage the game. As the seasons progress and I start getting to the end of the season, I start to feel like, you know, I can still call and be able to manage it just as well. And again, I'll be honest with you, I miss being the play caller. You know, I miss being able to be in the fire with those guys, being able to talk to the Mike linebacker, being able to be in the meeting room and try to put a game plan together to be successful against another team. So, like, all those things came into it for me, and I'm excited about this opportunity. I'm excited about moving forward in that direction.
I think you feel like this, and I hate to say this, I have never had less confidence with a head coach than I do with Aaron Glenn.
No, and the other thing I would say, though, is that, I mean, it wasn't like it was just the defense that was bad. Like, just watching him try to be the head coach, he looked like he was overwhelmed.
Because he was overwhelmed.
Right, so how is that going to get better now if you're the one that's responsible for calling the plays? And the other thing that I would say to him is, or the follow-up would be, then why did we get all the way through this process with Wink Martindale?
Right, why were you looking to bring in like one of the better defensive coordinators in the NFL?
Right, to the point where it sounded like just we're crossing T's, dotting I's, like this thing was going to be done.
Right.
And he was going to call the plays, to now, well, he's not. And, well, he was still interested. Well, if he was still interested, right? I mean, and you were going to call the plays, and it was that close, and he was still interested to where he was going to sign the contract, wouldn't you have just gone through with it? Or was it a financial thing? Or was it he wanted to call a plays thing?
Or was it what he said? No, you're not spending that kind of money on a guy when you're supposed to be able to handle this on your own.
Right, so you go with Duker, and then they want to go, well, he has a relationship with him from Detroit. Come on, you're trying to get the best people in the building.
When you feel like you're lied to all the time, how are you supposed to believe anything is true?
Oh, you don't. You don't, because none of it adds up. It doesn't make sense. Not to mention the fact that once you fired Steve Wilkes, who was brutal at his job, it didn't get better.
No, it got worse.
It got worse.
By the end of the season, the Jets were clearly, I think, the worst team of football. Well, the Raiders were pretty bad too.
I don't know if they were as bad as the Jets. I mean,
but at least the Raiders fought in that final game.
Right. I mean, you're talking about they fired Wilkes after what? After the Jacksonville game? I think that was a 48-20 loss.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got smacked by New Orleans 29-6. They lost to the Patriots. It was 42-3 at one point. Like, the Patriots could have scored 70 if they wanted to. They scored touchdowns on the first 6 possessions, right? So it was 42-3 after their first possession of the second half. It was 42-3 at home, and then you lost 35-8 to Buffalo.
And Buffalo didn't even play their guys.
Right. So you mean
Josh Allen
was
didn't play in that game.
Josh Allen took 1 snap.
Right, just to keep his streak alive. Yeah, it's and then you hear, well, my superpower is what I'm so great at. Well, if you're so great at it, why didn't you do it last year at all?
Right. That's like Carlin saying that his superpower is fitness. You haven't seen it yet.
I'm not sure why you had to do that.
Well, because I don't know. I was going to say something about you, but that's the first thing that came to mind. I don't know. I feel bad. I felt bad that I said it as I said it.
Why don't you before this becomes a thing, why don't you apologize?
No, I'm not going to apologize. He says nasty things about me all the time.
He does?
Yeah, he brings up my hair. He knows I have a full head of hair, and he wants to be a jerk. That's fine.
Yeah, but you know that he's a tad overweight.
Yeah, but he's on a journey now.
A fitness journey.
He's lost over 100 pounds. He
hasn't lost over 100 pounds.
I'm like Jesus. You can hate on me. I'm going to love you.
He was never over 400 pounds.
He's nothing like Jesus. He's nasty.
I think he's misunderstood.
Listen to me, armrest stealer!
Listen to me, armrest stealer.
He steals armrests. Can you imagine you sit down on a plane, you get Carlin, he's taking your armrest right away?
No, he said he's the opposite. He actually said you can lay on him if you want. He recognizes that not a lot of people want to sit next to him on the plane, so he gives you the armrest.
Very giving.
Yeah. And if you want to take a nap on him, you can take a nap on him.
Is there anything worse than getting on the plane and you sit next to the person and they want to be your best friend ever?
I would say, yeah, that's a tough one. I would actually say
how bad is that?
No, worse than that is if you're getting a massage.
Oh, and the masseuse wants to now chat with you?
The whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And even when you're pretending to be asleep, they still keep talking.
How about if you start snoring?
I've never tried the snoring thing.
Snore.
I'll try that next time.
Yeah. That's
actually a nice move by you.
Thanks. And then little Stevie, he decided he didn't want to take advanced math in 4th grade. He went, please, rub my glutes, right? Please stop.
I just want to come relax and just maybe take a little nap. That's it.
Yeah. But you sit down on the plane. I don't care about your children. Rub my glutes. Yeah. And then they want to be best friends. So are you connecting somewhere? Or are you going? You live in New York? Like, I don't want to be friends.
Well, I think that's why now, especially with the new planes, now that you have the TV situations, is that once you get on that bad boy,
headphones in,
you're locked.
You're out.
Yeah, or you pick the book up and you're reading.
Right.
And you're focused.
But sometimes they fight through the reading. Oh, a Clancy novel? Oh, I love Clancy.
Yeah, I don't. Then that might be a fall asleep situation. That might be a fall asleep situation. That might be just like all of a sudden you're out.
Or you get, are you sleeping?
I've never had. Are you sleeping?
Are you sleeping?
We had the worst one we ever had was we had like a row of seats, and then I think for whatever reason Cassie's dad was on the plane with us, and then he had the aisle row, and then someone sat in the middle, and the person that sat in the middle was hammered. She was hammered. Ugh. And she talked to him the entire flight, and then as we were probably like an hour into the flight, started getting real handsy.
Really?
Yeah, it was like rubbing his leg and stuff, and he didn't know what to do. Yeah, we just kind of sat there.
I don't blame him.
And we just kind of sat there and laughed.
I must have been wonderful.
She was close talking to him and rubbing his leg. It was great.
Oh, my God. Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it's Tully time. Mets face the Cardinals. A different start time today, 1:10.
Okay.
Not 1:07, not 1:05, 1:10. Coverage begins right here on 880 ESPN New York after Bart and Carlin, starting at 1 o'clock. 6:35, Yankees play the Nationals. Devils back in action, hosting the Sabres. I'm sure Jack Hughes is going to get quite the ovation in Jersey at 7 o'clock. Also 7 o'clock, this is a big game. 15th-ranked St. John's takes on UConn in UConn. So that's a huge game for the Big East standings. Coverage begins right here on 880 ESPN New York and the ESPN New York app starting at 6:40. So there's a lot going on today. And that's Game Time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. That's for the number one seed in the Big East tournament. St. John's and UConn.
That's real nice.
That is a huge game. And UConn most recently at home lost to Creighton. So they got to figure a way to get back to.
Who's the best team in the country right now?
I'm between Duke and Michigan, but Duke just beat Michigan, so I guess you'd have to say Duke.
You'd guess,
but Arizona's really good.
I think it was Seth
Greenberg
said that he went. I think it was Duke, Michigan, Kansas
3
or Kansas 2. The 4 teams were Duke, Michigan, Kansas, and then I think he had Iowa State.
So he doesn't have Arizona as top 4?
No, maybe it was Arizona. Not Kansas. Maybe it was Arizona. Maybe it was Duke, Michigan, Arizona, Iowa State.
Yeah. Well, those are probably right now your 1 seeds.
And we all know RJ's going to take Michigan.
Because he can't help himself.
Yeah.
But where is RJ now?
He's in Florida.
He's still in Florida.
Yeah, he hasn't moved. Well, Antonio's moving around, is what we were told.
Antonio has all sorts of free space to run around.
You know what he should do? By the way, you're listening to DNR, DiPietro, and Rothenberg on WHS3, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. Why wouldn't he find his way to Orlando and spend a couple days at Disney?
Maybe he has.
I think the guilt. I think for whatever reason he feels guilty.
But why? We know he's not doing this intentionally.
I know.
He's stranded. So why not make the best of a bad situation?
I try to tell him that. He did make it sound like Antonio's like caged up when he's in New York too. He's got all this
He's like Antonio's running free in Florida.
He's got all this space to run free.
Well, what do they have him in a like a locker here in New York?
Very controlled space.
He's got limited space.
I mean, listen to the city. It's a big city.
Yeah, but he can't run around.
They take him to the Florida
There's
backyard.
Parks.
All right, Antonio, get out there, stretch your
Yeah,
legs.
what do they take him to the beach? Like, Antonio, run. Run like you've never run before.
Yeah. A little freedom. It's nice.
Well, good for him. You want to take a couple calls or you want to do Stump Rothenberg?
I'll take a couple calls first.
You want to take a couple calls? All right, let's go to Ira in Staten Island. Ira, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Good morning, gentlemen. And I'll tell you, Aaron Glenn summed it up very well yesterday. I'm very embarrassed to say that the Jets have turned into part of the Marvel comic series. I mean, I never heard a head coach make a statement like that. I'm 71 years old. I've never heard a jokingly comment like that. It's actually, if I were Woody Johnson and I was everybody that heads over there, I'd be very embarrassed. My head coach came out and said, I have superpowers. I just gave up 2 years ago 45 points to the Washington Commanders in a playoff game in my home stadium. You can't make it up. As the weeks go by, it becomes more comical. And believe me, this pains me to say this. I get no enjoyment out of this. But now you know why I feel we are wasting a complete waste of time until this guy is fired. Because he's not going to take us to a playoff, to a championship, to a winning record. It'll never happen with him as a head coach.
I can't argue with you. I just, some of the stuff he says, read the room a little bit. I mean, how could you come out and that's my superpower? Like, it's like he has no idea what people are going to be okay hearing.
Maybe that's what he believes.
Well, did you ever, you tell me.
No.
Did you ever think to yourself, boy, Aaron Glenn is an unbelievable defensive coordinator?
No, and I think they've told you as much as to why they hired him. It wasn't necessarily an X's and O's thing. It was, he can command a room. He can lead men.
Like the Seahawks head coach is an elite defensive mind.
Right.
Right? I mean, you want to say Jim Schwartz is you look at him, you're like, that is an elite defensive mind. Maybe not worthy of being a head coach, but an elite defensive mind. Never once have I ever thought Vic Fangio is an elite defensive mind. Bill Belichick is an elite defensive mind. Never once have I ever thought to myself, you know what? You know what Aaron Glenn is? He's an elite defensive mind. But he wants you to believe that he is an elite defensive mind and he has a superpower. That's how good he is.
Well, what else at this point does he have? No one thinks that he's a good head coach.
Okay, but you know what? Just let's see what happens.
Right. I mean,
Like, why would you say something like that?
It just leads to so many more questions.
Do you know what's going to happen this year every time the Jets allow 24, 30, 36 points, whatever? He's going to be mocked.
Hasn't he already been mocked, though?
But that's my point.
Right.
Don't you learn from your mistakes?
Obviously not. Obviously not. I mean, and again, I think the better question is, like, in the midst of the season falling apart, like, at what point do you use your superpower? Like, I would think, even if it's year one for me, and I surrounded myself with coaches that I trusted, but a coach I specifically brought in to do, that had this kind of experience that I felt like I needed, that I could lean on, that was in charge of, I'll call it the penalty kill or whatever it was, that if the penalty kill stunk and we were losing, that at some point, if that was what I thought was my superpower, I would probably try to help a little bit.
You would use your superpower?
I would, yeah. I'd give you a little bit of it.
It's like if Lois Lane is tumbling to the earth, you don't next year say, oh, yeah, I could have stopped that. I have that superpower. No. You get your cape on and you go save her.
Right. I can fly. I
choose not to, though.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. You can't make it up.
You can't make it up.
You really can't. It's just like we can't lose right. We can't have a press conference right. We can't.
You can't do anything right.
Hopefully, Mooj knows what he's doing.
He might.
And it sounds like if it's up to him, the stuff that I'm reading is that you'd go for like a Davis Mills type, and then just recognize that if we're going to really address the quarterback, it's probably going to be next year.
Right, and then you know what? Davis Mills as a backup quarterback for that next quarterback would be a really nice bridge quarterback.
Absolutely. Like, hey, you take a swing, you see he was good this season, you see what he looks like, and then with the expectation that he'll be fine, but then you'll address the quarterback position in 27.
I forget who it was. Somebody else yesterday, not Daniel Jeremiah, had the belief that the Jets are very interested in Tanner McKee as well.
Yeah, I saw those. I saw both of those names.
Yeah. So
I mean, the interesting thing though is like, I mean, what's the sense of probably desperation more than urgency, right? Because I mean, I have to think though. Even as bad as year one was, if year two isn't good, you're gonna have to be looking for a new head coach. I would think, right?
You have to.
Right. So does Aaron Glenn feel that? And does Darren Muji feel that?
I'm sure he feels it.
Okay, but does Darren Muji feel that?
I don't know that. You better hope not.
And like, who has the ultimate say? Because if I have two guys that are desperate, like, that's when you make bad decisions. That's when all of a sudden you get through this combine and Ty Simpson looks good, that you're taking Ty Simpson with the 16th overall pick. Right? Because you know that can buy you more time.
Right. But I hope Muji is not feeling like if he doesn't have success this season that he's going to lose his job. Because then you do things you might not ordinarily do. And that's when you get in trouble.
Right. But I feel like Muji's actually done a pretty good job. So maybe there's more confidence with him.
I think that's fair.
Right. So I think I'm hoping that's the case.
Well, you tell me. Do you have more confidence right now in Aaron Glenn or Muji?
With Muji, and I also feel like, I mean, as we've kind of gone through this process, it went from, this is Aaron Glenn's team. He's the one making the decisions, to now more towards, Muji's probably more in charge of what's going on.
Right. The script has flipped a little bit here.
I think so. I get that. I get that sense.
It's flipped a little bit here.
I get that sense. Don't you?
Yes. And they should, because Aaron Glenn has been as bad as you could possibly have envisioned when he took the job.
Well, but I mean, from like all of it too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like every single thing he's done, you look at and you're just like, no, that's not going to work. That's a problem. Like nothing has worked that he's done.
Right. I mean, the results have been brutal. How we handled the media initially been brutal. I mean,
right.
It's just
he was combative
bad
with the media. They were supposed to be a decent football team. They started 0-7. They won 3 games. They traded away their big pieces. The quarterback got worse as the year went on. I mean, you name it, everything. His handling of the media all season long, his handling of the media now in the offseason, telling us he has a superpower. Like, nothing has gone well for this guy.
Right. There wasn't outside of special teams, right? You like the punter, you like the kicker.
Right.
There wasn't a lot of positives.
We're good.
Yeah, listen, but again, like, I mean, that's just, you're grasping at straws. I mean,
totally.
How many games did Garrett Wilson play?
You know what it actually feels like? It actually feels like Aaron Glenn was completely not ready for this job.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, and that
Garrett Wilson played 8 games,
and still
he
led the team.
And he led the team in receiving yards.
Yeah,
8.
Yeah, yeah. All right, now you want to go to Stump Rothenberg?
Well, I think if anyone should show off their superpower, it's someone that
This
actually
is my
has a
superpower.
Right, but we've seen
I
it.
have a superpower.
And you're not afraid to flaunt it.
I'm not afraid to flaunt it, and I think you'll love it. Let's find out. Let's go.
He's confident.
If I go 10 for 10, you have to reward me in some way.
Like sexually? He's humble.
Mike Trout is a pitbull on my ass.
He's well-informed.
We'll continue to update you on the Mets and the Yankees, both having today off.
He's Dave Rothenberg, and this.
Oh, God almighty. Now I dropped my phone.
Is Stump Rothenberg.
All right, here we go. Couple of questions. Raymond and Tom, do you guys have a record of where we are so far?
We can pull that up for you.
That would be great. And secondarily, who's going to be running point on the 5-pack?
Oh, that'll be Tom.
Let's see. I don't like this. Remember what he did last time he tried to do this, Rick?
I do remember, yes.
He was asking, like, backup offensive linemen and stuff.
He tried to get you.
You say
Right.
trivia is your superpower, but if you can't even be put up for the challenge with the 5-pack, then do you even really have a superpower?
No. Even Superman has a kryptonite. Even Achilles has a kryptonite. I am not going to sit here and be able to tell you where backup offensive linemen have gone to school.
Well,
and I've told you in the past, I've told everyone, it's skill position players. But for some reason, Tom Bauer needs to make a statement every single time we do this.
Well, listen, I'll tell you this. There's only skill position players in the 5-pack. I made sure of that.
You know what he's going to ask, Rick. He's going to ask, who is this person?
I think that Tom wants to prove to you, everyone, that he's better than you.
I will say these are all names that you would know.
He wants you to be humbled.
That's exactly what he wants. He wants to make a statement.
That's right.
He wants to plant his flag right on my forehead.
Just like the Twins did with... Never mind.
Yes.
You know
Always
what I'm
got to
saying.
bring that up.
You know what I'm saying. Well, it's an interesting little tidbit that your sister dates 7-foot twins.
Let's go to Andy in Merrick. Andy, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
Good morning, guys. With the return of the NHL, today's question is, what player holds the record with the most Stanley Cups? 11.
Well, it's got to be a Canadian. It's got to be, is it like a...
You want help on this one, or are you good?
No, it's not. No, I'll get it. It's not Guy Lafleur.
No.
It's not Jean Beliveau. It could be Henri Richard. It's definitely a Canadian.
Come
on, Superman. You don't need a superpower for that. That's correct.
It could be the
Andy, how'd you feel about that gold medal game, Andy?
Could be Maurice Richard.
Beautiful.
How nice was that?
High-level hockey, baby.
Oh. What a Sunday morning.
I think Henri Richard, but I would say 85% confidence here.
They called him the Pocket Rocket. Good job, David.
There you go.
That's Sherry's favorite player.
How am I supposed to continue with this? Act like that. You're supposed to buoy me. This is my moment. And this is the way you act.
Superheroes deal with adversity.
Do they, though?
Yes, they
shouldn't
do.
have to.
They do. It's not. I mean, did you watch the last Superman? Got the crap kicked out of him.
How many can I watch?
Well, I'm just telling you. You watched every Dexter.
Reeve is that's my Superman, okay?
Dog stole that
Henry
movie.
Cavill or whatever his name is.
Right. The Super Dog was great in that movie.
Let's go to John in Manhattan. John, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
Good morning. Thank you for taking this call.
Sure.
It's a football question.
Okay.
Bill Belichick leads all NFL head coaches with 13 appearances in conference championships. Who's number 2?
That's a good question. Most conference championship games. 13 is crazy, by the way. Could it be Andy Reid? Right? Because how many has Reid been with in the Chiefs? And he's been with a bunch. And
Reid had 4 with the Eagles, at least.
Right. And he's had at least how many with...
Have an update on your record, by the way.
What's his record?
Not including the...
Not including Andy, 66-6.
Okay. So Reed does jump off the page, right? Who else could it be?
Right,
Landry?
but how many years with Mahomes?
I mean,
was it?
He's probably been to when they lost to the Patriots, they lost to the Bengals. Ray, Landry's probably close.
Landry's the first guy who came to mind for me because he lost a bunch of them.
I'm gonna go.
Because Tom Landry went to 4 Super Bowls, right?
We're looking for the
Landry,
most,
but he won. He lost a ton.
But he lost a lot of championship games as well.
So Belichick is 13. Landry's got to be at least 9 or 10.
I'm pretty sure it's Landry
I think
or
it's Andy Reid. I'm going to go Andy Reid.
It's one of those two.
It's a superpower answer. That's Andy Reid with 12, one behind Belichick.
Oh wow! So he.
How many does Tom have? I'm curious.
Landry has 10.
Oh, it was the second most?
Yeah.
Oh,
What'd
I
you
thought it
think
was.
it was?
Reed's number 2.
I thought you asked who had more than Belichick.
No, nobody has more than Belichick. He has
Right.
the most. He has the most.
2-0.
All right, 2-0. Here we go. Let's go to Pat in Pennsylvania. Pat, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
All right, how are we doing? Rick, this is another second one, so you're going to have to pay attention this time.
This is a what?
So
Another second place.
Second
one.
most,
another
he's saying.
second place.
Mm-hmm.
So Freddie Freeman leads all active players in RBIs.
Mm-hmm.
Who's second? Career RBIs, active players.
Ooh,
Career RBIs active,
players.
though. Stanton could be up there. Who else could be up there? I mean, it's just got guys that have been around forever. Who's been around for I mean, Paul Goldschmidt could be up there. He's been around forever. Soto hasn't been around long enough yet. It's going to be someone who's in their upper 30s that's been a Andrew McCutchen. He's still active, right? He was elite for a while. Anybody else I can think of? I think Machado's old enough. I think Trout's been hurt too much. I don't think Altuve's enough of an RBI guy. I'm thinking Stanton, Arenado, and Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt was a big-time offensive player. And Arenado was one of the great players in baseball, defensively and offensively.
The snow is causing real problems right now.
Oh, boy.
As snow will. I don't know. I mean, I'm one of. I got to think
that you're probably. I got to think that it's probably. It's got to be one of the names that you've mentioned already.
Because they've had big time Major League Baseball careers and they're older.
Correct.
So it's got to be someone upper 30. So the guy, Arenado, Goldschmidt, Stanton. Those are the three that jump off the page. I don't think it's Stanton because he's not as old as those other guys.
So you got Goldschmidt or Arenado.
He's spent so much time hurt.
If you were asking me to choose between those two,
mm-hmm.
I would probably say Goldschmidt over Arenado.
You'd say Goldschmidt.
Yeah.
So
if I had to.
Herein lies the issue. If you're wrong and I say Goldschmidt, I'm going to be upset with you.
Okay. Well, then I take back my suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you feel more strongly about?
I don't. I think it's a flip of the coin. What do you have a lean here, Ray?
I double checked, so I know the answer.
Oh,
now.
You know the answer?
I know the answer. I will not give you a hint.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if this guy's a Yankees fan or not.
I just flipped. I had heads was Goldschmidt, tails was Arenado. I got heads.
Goldschmidt, final answer, Pat.
Oh, you guys are amazing. Never.
Where, do you know the rankings, by the way, or no?
I've got them all for you.
Stanton's fourth, Arenado's third, Goldschmidt is second.
You were very impressive. You named everybody.
So we danced right around it.
You named all of them.
There you go.
Where's
All right.
McCutcheon? Where's McCutcheon on that list?
McCutcheon's 5.
Wow.
So Goldschmidt, Arenado, Stanton.
Where's Altuve?
Altuve, 16.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so we continue along. Let's go to. How about this? It says Jared in Morganville has an appliance question.
Oh.
Let's see what's happening here. Jared, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
What's up, boys? All right, so everybody's second favorite household lubricant, WD-40.
Oh, God.
What does the WD stand for? Bonus if you can tell me why it's 40.
What does WD stand for?
I'm clueless on this. I got nothing.
I might be clueless on this, too.
WD-40.
And is this everyone's favorite lubricant?
No, second favorite.
Please.
Second favorite.
Please.
He didn't ask you what the KY stands for.
I wouldn't know that either. We might just be.
Hello, is this thing working? I just want to.
Okay.
What is that dump button getting sponsored? I need that fast.
Those are not questions for me.
I'm going to say it was like the 40th generation of whatever this was that they finally got it to work the way they wanted to. Problem is, I don't know what the
correct.
WD's. What?
That part's accurate. That's
Is
why
that right?
it's 40.
All right. The problem is the original question. I don't know what the WD stands for. So I'm not going to sit here and waste time. I don't know.
It stands for water displacement. It was basically used to prevent corrosion, so it pushes the water away and displaces the water.
Water displacement. All right.
So,
all right, that's another fun fact.
This is actually crazy.
It's not a bad fact.
So I looked it up as he was giving the answer.
By the way, is that an appliance question?
It's used around the house.
To lubricate stuff.
I don't know that that's an appliance.
Water displacement 40th formula developed in 1953 by a rocket chemical company.
Wow.
Created to prevent corrosion on Atlas space rockets.
And this
Vaseline
is the 40th
also,
generation.
And this was the 40th attempt to get the formula right.
And they finally nailed it on 40.
On 40.
On 40. All right, Chris and Bethpage. Chris, my nemesis, you're on Stump Rothenberg. You're not in the bowels
David,
of
how you
anywhere,
doing?
are you?
Yeah, the bowels. I've been making it to my office bowels lately, so it's been good. It's good. You started a little bit later, and that helps me get downtown.
For you.
So
We
I
start
appreciate
later because we know it would benefit you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And Dave, speaking of nemesis, I haven't stumped you. I'm not kidding around in like 2 years now. I swear to God, it's crazy.
It's because he's a superhero.
Anyhow,
That's right. I'm a superhero.
I need WD-40 to get me going. So, Dave, Sam Darnold became the third quarterback to play for at least 4 franchises before making it to the Super Bowl. He became the third quarterback. There were 2 other ones. One played also for 4 franchises, made it to the Super Bowl. There was one that actually played for 5 franchises before making it to the Super Bowl. And not necessarily win the Super Bowl, but they made it to the Super Bowl,
make it.
starting quarterback. Right.
So not Josh Johnson because he's never been to the Super Bowl. Craig Morton is a name, but I don't think it was that many. So 4 teams and make the Super Bowl. I don't think Jim
One
Plunkett
was actually
on.
5 and then made it to the Super Bowl.
I don't think Jim Plunkett has made the Super Bowl. Like training camp count? Or did he have to actually play games?
I looked it up. I looked it up. They legitimately played and were starting quarterbacks for these franchises. It's all legitimate. One guy is very tough because it was the only time he actually, I think, even made it to the playoffs. And then he made it all the way to the Super Bowl as a starting quarterback. The other guy, you got to go way back.
How about Nick Foles? Ray, how many teams was Nick Foles on before he went?
I think Nick Foles may have been on his 3rd team at that point, but it could be 4th. No, it's a good poll. Actually, I had a thought of a guy that was kind of out there.
Who did you have?
I thought Chris Chandler might be one.
Chris Chandler was a journeyman quarterback.
And he went with Atlanta.
Right, and the Falcons, they got crushed. It's a shame they won that game, because they lost that game, you would have had Minnesota and Denver, and that would have been amazing.
I feel good about Chandler.
Yeah?
I figure he played for a lot of teams.
How many are there, Chris?
It's 2, he said.
So there's 2 quarterbacks. One played for 5 franchises and then started in the Super Bowl. One played for 4, just like Sam Darnold, and started in the Super Bowl. So there's 2 quarterbacks other than Darnold.
And he had to start in the Super Bowl. Didn't come in the Super
Yes.
Bowl. All right.
Yes. Yep. Started in the Super Bowl.
So one is somewhat recent, and one is a long time ago.
One is way back. You definitely know who the guy is. You got to go way back.
So I'm thinking with that one, Earl Morrall.
Okay. Dave, that's good. I'm going to give you Earl Morrall. And then what's your other answer?
So Raymond feels confident about Chris Chandler.
Because who did he play for? He played for the Oilers.
It was 4 before he went, or just total?
Or at least 4.
At least 4 before they even went. So this was like the
before they
15th.
went.
So this is their 5th team, at least.
Yeah. This guy that you got to get is actually was a 6th team, believe it or not.
All right, and not Morrall. We're talking about whoever.
No, Morrall played for 4 and then went to the Super Bowl for the 5th and started with the Colts against the Jets in 1968. Okay? He's 4, just like Sam Darnold was. The 5th team he started. Ray,
how confident do you feel in Chris Chandler?
I mean, he played for a lot of teams.
He did play for a lot of teams. The only one I can think of other than that would be Nick Foles.
I mean, I definitely remember him with the Oilers, with the Rams, Cardinals.
He was all over the place.
Right, that was all before Atlanta.
Right.
That's why it stands out. I know he played after Atlanta too, but I remember him playing for certain teams before.
I can picture the Rams helmet on his head. All right, let's go with Chris Chandler.
All right, Dave, this is why I haven't beaten you in 2 years, because you got brilliant guys like Ray. That's a great job by Ray. It's Chris Chandler.
Because Ray's a genius. That's
Good
why.
job, Raymond.
He is.
Well done, Ray. Are we? We have one loss today, or we're undefeated today?
Do you call that a loss or a split?
Why would that be a loss?
WD-40.
Because you knew
WD-40 was. Yeah, right. WD-40 is a loss.
Okay. So that's one loss.
Water development, is that what it is?
Water displacement.
Displacement. All right, we got to remember that. Patty in Schenectady. Patty, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
All right, Dave, football question.
I like football.
Who is the last quarterback drafted in the top 5 to win the Super Bowl for the team that drafted them?
The team that drafted them. So, you can't go Eli because he was drafted by the Chargers.
That's correct. You cannot go Eli.
You could go Peyton, but now you're going back a long way. Win the Super Bowl?
Won the Super Bowl.
Won the Super Bowl. So Peyton was number 1, but he also went with Denver. So then that would exclude the Denver one for him. It would have to be the
question. Repeat the question for me.
Quarterback taken top 5.
The last quarterback taken in the top 5 to win the Super Bowl for the team that drafted them. So Sam Darnold was drafted in the top 5, but he didn't win for the Jets.
Right. So you'd have to. All right. So now we got to start thinking about these Super Bowls. So who won? So Mahomes was not a top 5. All right, so like for example, so Stafford won it, but he didn't win it for Detroit.
He didn't win it for Detroit, no.
Right?
Matt Ryan lost in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he never won a Super Bowl. And you can't count Eli. because he was drafted by the Chargers. I think we're going way back now. Roethlisberger was not a top 5 pick, right?
Pick 11.
Yeah. I think it's Peyton. Unless there's someone else that I'm missing. Is that Joe Flacco wasn't a top 5 pick? Brady, of course, wasn't. Eli didn't win for the team that drafted him. I think in the rain down in Miami, Peyton Manning is my answer.
It is Peyton Manning.
All right.
The last one to do it. Nice
There
job.
you go. Whew. That was stressful. All right.
You
very
are
nice.
super.
Now there's one more guy in the line, but it's hockey. Do we want to play in the hockey world or no?
Yeah, please. Let's play in the hockey
All right,
world.
because that's not it. Then I'm going to need your help here because this is not my world.
Well, you said that. You already got you got the first hockey question.
All right, Matt in Jersey. Matt, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
Hey, Dave. Unfortunately, I don't think Rick's going to be able to help you with this one because my question for you is how many career shutouts does Rick DiPietro have?
It's not a lot.
So is this really the question that we want to end Stump Rothenberg on?
I'd be very impressed if you could get this.
Do you know the answer?
Yeah.
I could really make you look heroic.
Sports knowledge.
I could make you look heroic, but it's like 74.
Well, that's not. Well, you'd be wrong.
Right. Well, I know that, but I could be heroic and allow that.
It's not a lot.
I mean, what's it? How long are you in the league? How long were you healthy in the league for? A decade?
Yeah.
19.
Close. 16.
All right. Sorry, Rick.
Yeah, that's fine. I could have told you that.
inflated it
It's
a little
not.
bit.
I mean, it's not great.
I got a question. Bow, are you the one screening the calls here?
That would be me.
That's a great question.
I mean, listen, I felt like if it pertains to a member of the show, then I feel like it's fair play.
Know your teammate kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Or like if someone asked, like, Dave was the voice of which school?
No, that's not the same.
What do you mean?
It's not the same thing.
That'd be a great
If someone said, "Where did Rick play?" I would know. Where did Rick end his career? Charlotte
Yeah,
Checkers.
but you
I would
don't
know
have.
that.
I mean, what kind of radio show stats do you have? Dave once was the manager where? Dunkin' Donuts.
I don't think it's the same. Asking a specific number for something you've done, I don't feel is the same. But that's fine. That's me. Raymond,
right, but if you worked with Amani Toomer and someone asked you, maybe a fair question, like how many career receptions did Amani Toomer have?
I would have no idea.
Before he went missing. Well, if he's your co-host, maybe.
But I would fine. I'm sorry. But now I'll know.
It's not a huge number.
16, right?
Right.
I think it's a respectable number.
No, it's not. It's terrible.
Really?
I like to pretend like I never. My hockey career is dead to me. It disgusts me.
I'm sorry. Bauer, you said you're running point on this 5-pack, right?
I sure am.
Okay, let's go.
Don't screw this up, Bauer. I don't want to have to go through
won't.
another person. We've already gone through Boombaka and now Joe Leo. We have nothing. We have no one left.
If Bart,
took a turn.
If Dave doesn't know these names, then that would be sad. So these are players that are featured in very cold or snowy games in NFL history.
All right.
Let's start with Bart Starr.
Alabama.
There you go. Donald Driver.
Donald Driver. Oh. Is he Alcorn State?
Oh, you got it.
Oh, baby.
Le'Veon Bell.
Michigan State.
Michigan State.
Bingo. Yep, that's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Why would you play the buzzer?
Didn't mean to.
He's not paying attention.
Next, Tim Brown.
Notre Dame Heisman Trophy winner.
4 for 4. Let's see if you can end it perfectly. Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
LSU.
5 for 5.
Can I ask you a question?
I feel like this was a knee-jerk reaction to the last list. This was way too easy.
What? Donald Driver's not easy, by the way.
No, that one wasn't easy.
What is Clyde Edwards-Helaire known for in cold weather football?
I didn't say he was known for it, but he was on the Dolphins' losing squad in one of the coldest games in recent history.
He played in
Chiefs-Dolphins 2023 postseason.
Right, people lost limbs in that game.
Oh, my goodness.
They actually did. All right, so there you have it. A nice representation of Stump Rothenberg. What do we do today, Raymond, overall?
11-2.
11-2.
So 11-2, so that is 77-8.
That's
I
not
don't think
bad.
you should get, but no, I don't think the how many shutouts did I get should count.
That does.
It's a tough one.
It should be
He
11
allowed
and
it
1.
through. It counts. Let's break. Come back. Back to the football. Back to the calls. Back to the Knicks. DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here she is, Debbie Duhaime.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Good morning, company. Take it slowly with the flurries out here this morning. Be careful traveling inbound George Washington Bridge, a 30-minute delay. Lincoln 20, Holland about 45 from 1 and 9. Ronkonkoma branch of the LIRR, a 15-minute delay. 7 trains. It's a track fire, so a suspension here over on the 7 train. Hudson Bergen Light Rail bypassing Bergen Line Ave with power issues. 84 West exit 10 over in Newtown. It's a serious accident, sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. If you have questions about youth or high school sports, Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Debbie Duhaime on 880 ESPN New York.
It's Chuck Devine with SnowCountry.com. Sponsor your job on Indeed. Get matched with quality candidates with Indeed-sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today. Big, fresh snow piled up the most at areas like Thunder Ridge, New York, where they got 1.5 feet, or Mount Peter with 14 inches. It's pack powder day and night for those smaller family-style ski areas. Wyndham picked up a 1/2 foot in the Catskills. It's 100% with pack powder for both Wyndham and Bel Air. Gore Mountain and Whiteface both got the bigger fresh snow Friday and Saturday in the Adirondacks with nearly 1 foot. Southington, Sundown, and Mohawk all got 1 foot of fresh snow since Sunday in Connecticut. They're all on pack powder day and night. Butternut with 1 foot to 1.5 feet fresh since Sunday in the Berkshires. Jiminy got 8 inches to go with a 1/2 foot last Friday, so plenty of pack powder for them day and night. Stratton and Killington with 15 inches since Friday in Vermont and fresh snow falling.
You don't just ski or ride, you dominate. At Killington, we fuel your adventure. Be the beast. Ski and ride Killington.
Think premium meat has to come with a premium price? Not at Wild Fork Foods. Right now, Brazilian beef tenderloin is only $10 a pound, and Atlantic salmon portions are just $9.98 a pound. That's incredible value on premium cuts. Plus, Wild Fork offers over 450 meat and seafood options, all blast frozen to lock in freshness and flavor. Visit one of their 7 locations across Long Island and New Jersey, or get same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Release a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 2.5 S Select all-wheel drive for $219 for 33 months. Or buy with 1.9% APR financing for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN TN466016. MSRP $32,010. Zero security deposit. APR $28.60 per month for $1,000 financed. Ends 3/2/26.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
A small business affirmation from Progressive. Food truck owners, today business will be booming. People will love your new menu and not make special orders. You will not roll your eyes when someone calls it a quesadilla. You will also switch to Progressive to get 30 customizable coverage options and restore your inner peace. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and covered selections.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Who's your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero, probably Superman.
Yeah. I think you can't go wrong with Superman.
Well, I mean, he's a legit superhero.
Right.
Right.
Outside of kryptonite, nothing could really slow him down.
Right. He's got legitimate superpowers.
Right. So you don't look at Batman as a real superhero?
I think he is a person with means.
So he's you?
Well, I get that that knows how to do all sorts of fun stuff with a bunch of cool toys. He doesn't have a superpower.
No. How about Aquaman? That's a superhero, right?
That's a superhero.
Yeah.
Yep. Spider-Man wasn't really a superhero until he got bit by the spider.
But once he was bit by the spider, then he developed.
I like Thor.
Thor's
legit.
Yeah. Green Lantern. No?
Not a huge fan.
How about Hulk? Is he a superhero?
I think so, yeah.
Superhero, Hulk.
I like Iron Man, but I don't think, Iron Man's got his suit. He's just super smart.
Right.
Intelligence is his superpower.
So he's like me. So if we had to give me a superhero comp, I'd be Iron Man.
Alfred.
No, he's a butler.
Yeah, to me.
He's not a superhero.
Yeah, but you help me.
But
you
I'm
help
not your
Batman.
butler.
If you just call me Batman, then you'd be Alfred.
Yeah, but you just established that you don't even consider Batman to be a superhero.
By definition, do you think that Batman's a superhero?
Not really. Not really.
Just let you know, this conversation right now would start a fist fight between myself, you, and Forte, my fantasy football co-man.
Why? Is he a big superhero guy?
Loves Batman.
Really?
The Batman tattoo. Loves Batman.
He has Batman tattoos.
Loves Batman.
Anybody that's willing to get a tattoo of their favorite superhero really loves that person.
That's right.
He really, really loves
him.
Really?
Yep.
So if someone says to him, what are you doing tonight? Where are you going? He's like, I'm going to Gotham. Is that what he says?
No.
Gotham City?
He does not say that, no.
No?
No, he does not say that.
Raymond, favorite superhero, who is it?
I've always been partial to Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Love Spider-Man. Love Green Lantern, actually.
So you do like Green Lantern?
I'm a big Green Lantern guy. Because the cool thing about Green Lantern is his power is limited only by his will. As long as he has will, he has power.
That's nice.
You know who's bad to the bone, too? It doesn't get enough credit in those in the Marvel movies, is Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Oh, now, who's Captain America?
She's bad to the bone.
You mean who's Captain America?
So Scarlett Johansson, who did she play?
No.
Black Widow.
Black Widow. Chris Evans was Captain America.
Yeah, I know that.
Right.
He's got the shield and everything.
Yeah, right.
So who played Captain whatever you said?
Marvel. Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
it's a
Captain
woman.
Marvel.
It's a woman.
That was Brie Larson.
I don't think she was in the stuff I've seen.
She's arguably the most powerful.
She's the most powerful, man.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Don't judge me. I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know.
She's serious.
So she's what's her superpower?
I don't know how to describe it. She's...
Can she fly fast? Can she
Yes.
fly?
She can fly to she can fly to different places that people can't go.
What do you
Like
mean?
when they're going
they're like Wally World?
Right, like they had to take a ship, to go get Ray. You've seen all these movies. To go find Thanos, they would have to take a ship to go get there. She could just flies there.
Yeah, she can just fly across
so she
space.
flies on the ship.
No.
Right, who was it? It was Iron Man. It looked like
he was
Iron Man
running out of oxygen. He was going to die.
Be done.
Yeah,
and she went up and grabbed the ship and flew it back.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So
she's like a cosmic level power,
and
yes.
she works for good.
Yes.
Yes, she's an Avenger.
Okay, good. Good. That's nice to know. See, We've tackled a lot today. Aaron Glenn also has a superpower, and that's play calling. Darren Muji, we're hopeful that he has a superpower in building this Jets team. Here's Darren Muji on the Jets' plan at quarterback.
We're having discussions about the quarterback position every day. I was actually talking to Frank this morning, and it's myself, AG, Frank, Billy, and just discussion all the different options and the opportunities we may or may not have. But for the time being, Justin's in all of those conversations, so we'll see where that goes as we go through the process.
It better not go to Justin Fields, your starting quarterback on opening day, I'll tell you that.
That can't. I mean, unless we're fully embracing the tank, Justin Fields not be the quarterback.
He can't be.
No, he can't be.
He's terrible.
No, he didn't. I mean, he couldn't finish the season as our quarterback last year. He's not going to be the starting quarterback now.
And he doesn't want to be a gadget quarterback. You can't bring him in on like third and short where you can, run the read option and that kind of stuff. It's not what he wants.
No, I mean, you have a couple options here. It's going to either be, a Davis Mills type. It could be like if you want to take a bigger swing, when Kyler Murray gets cut, or if you want
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. I don't think it's going to be Malik Willis. I'm actually hearing Malik Willis now to maybe, I think it was Arizona I saw.
Do you see what they're now thinking Malik Willis might get salary-wise?
40?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thought is that he could get upwards of $40 million.
I don't know if I'd be willing to do that.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
No.
Although Chris Sims says he's going to be a star in the NFL when he gets his starting
right, but
role.
is he going to be a star? I mean, is Arizona in a position to pay him $40 million?
Well, you still got to pay Kyler Murray also.
Right. Would that be the team that would be willing to? I mean, I listen. I guess
and
maybe
if you are Malik Willis and you're in major demand, is that the team you want to go to? Arizona?
It depends on what I'm looking for. I mean, if I want to
get
win,
paid,
no.
I would think. I mean, you tell me. I would think you'd want to get paid and you want to have a chance to win, right?
Right. I want to be the guy. First and foremost, which if I'm making $40 million, if like whoever's signing me, I'm going to be the guy. And yeah, I would want to have an opportunity to not just go someplace for the money. The money has to be right, but I also want to go to a place where I know I can have success.
Right. You're looking for two things. I want to get paid and I want to have a chance to win.
Right.
I don't know if Arizona gives you a legitimate chance to win. I would say they probably don't.
No, but which the Jets don't.
Jets don't. Cleveland doesn't.
I mean, you have the relationship with Miami just because of the head coach and the GM.
I mean, Miami's not far off from the Jets. Miami's not a well-functioned organization. Although maybe it'll be better.
I'm imagining it's going to be better. It sounds like they're keeping Achane and Waddle. So you got two good pieces there. But as far as the division is concerned,
could you imagine a world where he goes to Miami and he's really good?
Yeah.
So now you're going to have to deal with Drake May, Josh Allen, and Malik Willis?
Yeah, I could see that happening, yeah.
Ugh, that would be brutal. Absolutely brutal. All right.
Do you want to go to Cleveland?
No, although they do have a good defense. Like if you really truly believe in your abilities, defensively, that's a good football team.
It's a good defense for sure. I mean, they got to address the offense though. He's going to need more help on the offensive side.
Tons more help. Right? What are they?
I guess they could do that.
They're going to lose Njoku and Jerry Jeudy is what? He's fine.
Yeah, but again, you could add through free agency, you could add to the draft.
Well, you could add Carnell Tate if he's there at 6, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for the Jets to spend $40 million on a quarterback right now.
No, not right now. You can see Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the Irish Exit at Moynihan Train Hall Friday, March 13th. Before the semifinal round of the Big East tournament, stop by before heading into the Garden or before your commute on home. Be part of the College Hoops Energy. See the show up close and feel the Big East buzz in person. DHR live from the Irish Exit, Moynihan Train Hall, starting 3 o'clock Friday, March 13th. Steps away from the Garden and Penn Station. Brought to you by Sun Cruiser Iced Tea Vodka, Sam Adams, and Schweppes. Let's come back. Let's get to your calls on the Jets and Giants because 9 o'clock we go back to the Knicks. DNR with you, ESPN, New York.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information information by dialing 800-372-2017. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-372-2017. 800-372-2017. 800-372-2017.
Have you ever wanted to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for two. NBA Futures let you lock in your pick for who you think will go all the way, whether it's a team to win the championship or a conference title. Have you ever wanted to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for two. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. 21 plus and physically present in New York. No purchase necessary. Limit one entry for Profit Boost token. Opt-in required. Must apply Profit Boost token on select market. Restrictions apply. See full terms, including methods of entry, at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Don Hahn and Rosenberg is live from the Big East Tournament presented by Schweppes, Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, and Samuel Adams. Join DHR broadcasting live from the Irish Exit inside Moynihan Train Hall for a Big East extravaganza. Big East legends Charles Smith and Walter Berry will join us on site as we break down the action and relive the glory days. All courtesy of Schweppes. Stop by beginning at 3 p.m. Enter to win great prizes and make the Irish Exit your headquarters when the Big East takes center stage. Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea is available at Jack Doyle's and John Sullivan's. Must be 21 or older to purchase. Please drink responsibly.
Oh, yeah. Captain America. All the superheroes. All the superpowers. Carlin sounds salty today, by the way. Very salty.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, his superpower is being a real you-know-what.
Yep.
A real bleep.
New York soccer fans, nothing makes you feel like soccer than 11 degrees and snow, I think.
I'll tell you what. How about this one? This is a little fun little nugget for you. We played, I can't tell you what the tournament was. I don't know if it was a U17 or in Finland. And on our way, like where the rink was, like it was, and it's snowing, right? Like worse than this snowing. Soccer team outside playing soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wild.
That's what they do. All these teams. You've seen the videos and the photos of college baseball teams outside playing baseball now, right?
Craziness.
Yeah, that's what they do. Anyhow, New York soccer fans, are you ready? Because very soon, Saturday, March 7th, New York City FC opens the season at home against Orlando City. Kickoff is set for 2:30 at Yankee Stadium. It's an Eastern Conference matchup you don't want to miss as NYCFC returns to the Bronx. Be there when the boys in blue take the field for the first time this season at home. For your chance to be there in person, enter now at ESPNNewYork.com or through the ESPN New York app Tickets available right now at Ticketmaster.com/NYCFC. Brian in Manhattan. Brian, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, guys. Yeah, it's hard to watch the Knicks. I got to be honest with you. Like, I keep thinking of that team that they had, the sort of the overachieving Dante, that the series they beat Philadelphia with all those crazy rebounds and reshots, and they were just a sort of a lunch pail team, I guess, for lack of a better word. So that's step one. So I heard you guys mention Amani Toomer earlier, and I know Amani's sort of the butt of jokes, the Anita pickleball thing, but I get served a lot of these sort of giant highlights, social media stuff, and the first Patriots Super Bowl, he was amazing. Like I think he had 6 or 7 catches at almost 100 yards. When you look at the highlight package, he's a key factor in it. So I guess I know he sort of crapped out on that pickleball thing. But
well, no, Amani Toomer was a great Giant.
He's just not a great pickleball player. It has nothing to do with how he was in the football field. Right. And I wouldn't say
a great Giant.
Yeah, I wouldn't say crapped out. I mean, you'd have to be.
I think I will be honest with you here, Brian. I think he was put in a very unfavorable position.
That's right.
He was not really a pickleball player. Anita pushed him to claim that he was going to be okay. Everyone thought, hey, professional athlete, you can't help but be decent at it. And he just wasn't. But I don't necessarily blame him for that.
No. She was overconfident that her pickleballing could make up for his lack of being very good, and that Dave stunk.
Right.
The thought was Dave was so bad that she could single-handedly beat us by going after Dave.
Right, and the games were really non-competitive. Little did she realize that our superpower was we had to go after Amani. Right?
I don't even think that was what we were trying to do.
We could have done whatever we wanted.
Right, but he just kept popping it up.
Oh,
and then she'd get all frustrated. She's like, you can't keep popping it up. He's like, that's all I can do is pop it up.
You know what I loved? I loved when you saw the infighting start. Like, you can't do it like that. This is the way I do it. Like, oh, they're done.
And the best is like, they're like, hey, we need to go after Dave. We need to go. I'm like, yeah, fine, go after Dave. I dare you.
That's fine. I thought I represented myself very well that day.
You had the game-winning point. I mean, you were great.
Well, not that. I did well. I got soft, buttery hands.
I've told you that.
By the way, Raymond, I believe in that game where Jerry Jones gave out NFC Championship game tickets, didn't Amani have 2 touchdowns in that game?
He had at least one that I remember,
which
was the play after the phony offsides, I remember. Yeah, I recall that.
You're never going to get over that game, are you?
No, I hate that game so much. Worst game I've ever watched. Bad memories.
Oh, that was such a good game. I remember that game like it was yesterday. R.W. McQuarters on the game-winning interception. Oh, so good. Who was it? Patrick Creighton that dropped that short touchdown pass?
Not a touchdown pass that he dropped. He dropped a third down pass that was an easy big gain, and then he stopped.
Big gain.
And then he stopped running on the potential game-winning touchdown. Yes, that was him.
This still haunts you, doesn't it?
It bothers me so much. Not so much that the plays happen, because that's bad play happen, but I just remember him running his mouth a lot before that game, and I didn't like it.
Rick, they handed out NFC Championship game tickets and gave them to the players before the divisional round game.
Yeah, that's a little bit much. I would have lost it.
Talk about motivating the other team. Not that you need motivation in the divisional round of the NFC postseason, but talk about motivating the other team.
Yeah, motivating the team, but also if that's me and they start doing that, I have a nervous breakdown. Like, what are we doing?
If you're on the Cowboys,
yeah. Like, are you serious right now?
Well, but when the owner does it, what are you going to do? No, don't do this.
No, there's nothing you can do. I mean, it's the same thing as like if you're working out in the weight room and you have people coming over like a circ. I mean, there's nothing you can do.
This is why I always say, because the Bill Parcells thing. I was never a big Wade Phillips guy. Bill Parcells left at the worst possible time, because if they have Bill Parcells for one more year, I truly believe A, they're going to the Super Bowl. B, they have a chance to win the Super Bowl. But if he leaves a year earlier, you know what happens? Sean Payton's the guy. So he left at the worst possible time. He could leave a year early, and it'll be Sean Payton. He leaves a year later, they have a real shot at the Super Bowl. Instead, he left at the worst possible time.
I like Wade Phillips. I think he's a good coach.
He's fine.
Well, now you're just mocking Ray.
I'll mock anybody. By the way, speaking of Sean Payton, do you see that they handed the play calling duties in Denver over to Davis Webb?
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah. Because I was curious.
I think that part. It had to be part of how they ended up keeping Davis Webb.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because I remember thinking at the time, why wouldn't he want to go to the Giants where he can call the plays for the Giants, and Peyton's going to call the plays? In fact, that's not going to happen. He's going to get to call the plays. So there you go in Denver. The Knicks last night, it was awful. It was awful. It was embarrassing. And I'm sure most Knicks fans feel pretty sad about the situation right now. 800-919-3776. We'll get back to the NBA next right here on ESPN New York.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
DraftKings Sportsbook puts you right in the middle of basketball's biggest star-driven moments. Bet player props, bet live, and when a game turns fast, DraftKings has your back with early exit. If your player gets injured anytime in the first half, your bet stays alive. And once it settles, you still get paid in cash. That's built-in protection for star-driven bets. Backed by DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. New customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly with code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. 21 plus, New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-30 2.5S Select Sport all-wheel drive for $209 for 33 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN TM105852. MSRP $29,530. Zero security deposit ends 3/2/26.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
Empower. Ellie here is getting the sleeve she's always dreamed of. She worked with Empower and planned for her next move, so she got good at money. Now she can be a little bad. Oh, by the way, you spelled journey wrong. No worries. She can afford the cover-up, too. Ooh, check out my tat. It says, invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
To me, play call is my superpower, really. I really miss doing that, and I think it's a huge part of helping us.
If you had a superpower and you were hired by a team, and the superpower that you have can help a defense which is god-awful, wouldn't you have used your superpower for good last season?
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
That's like Carlin saying that his superpower is fitness.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
So Raymond just asked me, and welcome to the 9 o'clock hour, very interesting question. For me, this is a no-brainer. Favorite Batman, Adam West or Michael Keaton? I guess you go Affleck or Bale or anybody,
Ooh.
but favorite Batman?
I would say if you gave me those two, I would say Keaton. But I did like Christian Bale as Batman.
I would. Did you watch the TV show growing up?
I did not. Like, I've seen it. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it a lot.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, everyone loves it.
For me, it'll always be Adam West.
I understand that. It was your first.
It was my, and you always remember your first.
I get it.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to the Knicks. 800-919-3776. That was a putrid performance last night. I did not freak out. I will not freak out. I don't feel like I need to or want to freak out now. The Knicks kind of are who I think they are. They are not in that top tier of the Eastern Conference, and it was proven again last night by getting run out of the building in Cleveland.
Right, but I don't believe that, though. I don't want to believe that.
I don't want to believe it either.
Right, listen, I haven't seen anything to let me believe or make me believe that they're better than Detroit. But I don't think that Cleveland's better than us.
I don't think they are either. But I'm starting to have the concern that if the Knicks and Cleveland were to match up in the postseason, that might not go well for the Knicks.
I can't also imagine, though, in a 7-game series that we're going to have, we're going to have many, I'm going to say this, and it's going to end up being something that you hold against me.
Five for what? Go ahead.
That Karl-Anthony Towns is going to have one shot in the second half.
Okay. Because we've never had that conversation before?
No, we have. But for whatever reason, I just want to believe that, or I wanted to believe that over the last, especially the last couple of games, that maybe this was going to be kind of like the turning point where, he finally recognized how important he is to this. And there was no more deferring. And I'm just, I'm not, when you get to a certain level, right? And this is not me saying that you don't need to be, that you don't need to be coachable and all these other things. But I think, once you reach a certain point and everyone around you, especially your teammates, being the most important people around you, right? Because that's ultimately what good teams use as motivation and as accountability is when you sit down in the locker room and you look around. The last thing you ever want to do, and the 1980 guys were talking about this, is you get to a point on great teams that I don't want to let that guy down, right? It's how I feel about you guys. And I think why this thing works as well as it works.
I think we all feel. Why do you think RJ's in Florida feeling so guilty? Nothing,
right, or when
right, no
fault
you got
of his
COVID,
own. Right? But you got COVID. You're sick. There's I don't want to let you down because I know you do the same thing for me. And I think Karl-Anthony Towns, and I don't know how many times you have to keep telling him this, but I'm sure he's heard it. In order for us to get where we want to go, which is to win a championship, you need to be a huge part of that. You're an integral piece to us having success. This is not, hey, well, I just want to play, within the constraints of the confines of the offense. And no. You are the offense. You and Jalen are the offense. So if I get a game where, last night, things aren't going well in a third quarter, and we're only scoring 11 points, I need to be able to go to you as opposed
to
you
over.
Just, he didn't take a shot in the third quarter.
Take over a game. But Rick, again, we've had this conversation how many times? It feels like we have this conversation more often than not. At what point do you, and maybe you never do, and maybe the Knicks fan never does, accept the fact that this is who he is? There's going to be games where you're like, wow, that was sensational. And for some reason, it doesn't carry over. You don't get it the same thing the next night. You don't know when you're going to get it. You don't know when you're not going to get it. But all I can sit here and tell you is there's a tremendous amount of inconsistency in his game.
Right, and it drives you crazy because it's not a skill thing. It's not because you can't. It's because you won't.
That's even worse.
Right, but that ends up being the most frustrating part of this team is I don't think talent-wise that they're an inferior team to Detroit or to Cleveland or to Boston or any of these teams. I just think that when they play Detroit wants it more. Detroit's more physical. Like, during this regular season, Detroit is clearly putting more of an emphasis on these games than we are, and that drives me nuts because that's who we used to be. And now, listen, that's not going to decide whether or not, like, what we just did against Detroit in those 3 games is not going to decide whether or not we beat them in the playoffs, because we saw that happen against, the Celtics last season. So that kind of gives you that little glimmer of hope. But I just think, like, I've played with guys like this, and they drive you nuts because you know how good they can be, and you've seen how good they can be. And I've also played with guys that feel like, it's in their personality to take a backseat and to defer. And those, like, you got to grab and be like, listen, we know you're not selfish. We know you're an unselfish player. We know you want to do what's in the best interest of the team. But what's in the best interest of the team is you taking over this game, you being who we know you can be.
Especially a night like last night when you can't score in the third quarter. Like you were screaming, someone help. They can't score. They're not getting into the offense. They have 11 points. It's a season low. Figure it out. And he just does what he does. I don't know. It's fine. I don't need the basketball.
Right, but I had thought that even last year that we had graduated to hey, it's clearly that not. When well, no, right, but you also got a new coaching staff and a new offense and everything else, right? Like, this is definitely an offense that wants to put up more threes. Let's get to 43s. And they didn't shoot the 3 well. And their stats aren't great win-wise when they don't shoot the 3 well, which is another thing that bothers you. But I'm just saying, we actually got to a point last year where it's not best case scenario, but at least it was okay, we have a pretty good recipe as to how this thing's going to work, right? We're going to get, it's going to be Jalen late. We'll find ways to get Karl-Anthony Towns, especially when Jalen's off the floor. It'll be offense run through Karl-Anthony Towns, get him. And now it's you got the most skilled big man in the sport. One of the most skilled. I'm not going to say the most skilled, but one of the most skilled. He can shoot the 3. He can do all these things.
Yes.
And it's why are we talking about – it'd be one thing if we were talking about his defense because he's just not a good defensive player. We shouldn't be talking about his offense, right? That should be the consistent. Karl-Anthony Towns is consistently a huge factor in the offense.
Right, and he's going to give you 25
shots.
and 10 every single night. Not take 5 shots.
What is that? Is that a coaching thing? Is that
I don't know what that is. A coaching thing. That to me feels like more of a Karl-Anthony Towns thing.
Wouldn't that be okay? Let me ask you a question though. And you're not Mike Brown. You're not Tom Thibodeau. You're not paid to be an NBA head coach. You've coached your kids before. But wouldn't you make it a priority every game?
I want my best players to have the basketball, yes.
Right, but to get, if this is a guy I know needs kind of a kick in the ass to get himself going, he's not going to go take charge. Let's make it my business to get him going early. Make him feel a part of it early so I know now he's engaged, now he's involved. Because I know Jalen's got the ball in his hand all the time. He can get his when he wants to get his. Let's worry about Karl-Anthony Towns going.
It's all the time, though. We have this conversation today. We'll have it on Monday after Sunday's game. It's just and it just feels like it happens against the better teams.
I just don't know. I don't know at what point did we become a team that thinks they're so good that they can just decide, when the playoffs come, we'll turn it on.
And what they're going to wind up doing, we talked about this earlier in the show, they're going to wind up losing grip of getting even the 2, right? Because we were under the impression Detroit's the best. Detroit's going to get the 1. Detroit's desperately playing for the 1. Okay, but let's get the 2 and have a Game 7 at home every series until we get to that finals against Detroit. You're now putting yourself in real peril of not having that down the road.
Yeah, and the last thing you want to do is finish in the 4. I don't care what anyone says or how you want to.
How can anyone say, "Oh, yeah, you know what? Give me that. Give me Detroit in the second round."
I've heard it. I've heard it from people that do this job that the second round is better because now the inexperience of Detroit will show up.
Okay.
Where I actually think that the inexperience of Detroit would show up in the Eastern Conference Finals more than anything because now all of a sudden we're a step away from the NBA Finals. Every round you go up, the amount of pressure ratchets up every single round. Right? The game before the AFC Championship game and the NFC Championship game isn't nearly as stressful as the NFC Championship game. Or then the Super Bowl. It gets bigger and bigger as you make your way up through it. Because now it's there. Now it's real.
Why would you want the best team earlier in the postseason?
The way it was explained is because of their inexperience. That's when it would show up.
It would show up earlier? So the more advanced... I would think the opposite. I would think the more advanced you get through the postseason, the more pressure would ratchet up for them.
Right, but now you're talking about a team that has had, 2 playoff... this current group would have 2 playoff series under their belt as opposed to just 1. Get it?
You know what? People can rationalize anything.
Of course they can. That's why you got the pushback when you said that they weren't in the same class, though, because that's what we have is hope. And the last thing you want is before we even get to the playoffs, to have no hope.
Are you losing hope?
Am I losing hope? No, I'm getting more frustrated than losing hope.
So you're getting angry at this team.
I'm getting angry at this team. I find this team to be hard to like sometimes.
They are hard to root for.
When I was in love with the team before.
Right.
Like, players like this, teams like this drive me crazy. Like, what exactly have you done to act like this?
Well, they haven't even been to an NBA Finals.
Right. Like, I can understand a team, like I said to you this earlier. Like, I mean, I can understand a team that's coming off a championship that wants to kind of ease their way into a season. And, hey, we know we're going to be a playoff team. We just showed you that we can get through an entire playoff run as long as we're healthy and win a championship. So we have a track record of doing that. Right? That's not who this team is.
This team has accomplished nothing. The organization hasn't won a championship in now well over 50 years. This team has not gone to an NBA Finals. I mean, give me a break. Who are you to act like this and play like this?
Right, with a crazy amount of expectations, too.
Because this is the year. Because only going to get harder moving forward. This is the year. And it feels like you're on the verge of squandering a golden opportunity.
Yeah, I just don't, again, I mean, it's, and we said this earlier in the show, it's almost like they went from Thibs to the polar opposite of Thibs, when in actuality they needed somewhere kind of in the middle. Or
agreed.
Just to have Thibs, have Thibs relent a little bit. Be like, yeah, okay, we can collaborate. Like, you would even think, like, I blame some of this on Thibs, too. Like, after what happened in the postseason and hearing some of the stories coming out of there, and whatever you choose to believe, but it's like he had coaches on his staff telling him during the course of a season and players telling him, hey, let's ease up a little bit. Let's try some things. We know we're going to need to use our bench. There may be situations during the postseason where, the rotations are going to get screwed up a little bit. We got some, it's not a deep bench, but we got some good players. Let's try some things. And no. And they get to the postseason, and it's foul trouble, and they're playing players that they've never played before. And it's like, this does work. Well, they were telling you during the season to try because they thought it would work.
Well, he's stubborn.
Right, but now his stubbornness cost him the job.
And had he just done completely in the other direction.
Right, but had he done what Tom Coughlin did, which is relent a little bit.
Well, you know what? Tom Coughlin turns out is going to be a Hall of Fame coach.
And now I get the best of both worlds. Now I get full buy-in from my team because they actually have ownership of what we're doing here, as opposed to me just making them do it all the time. Because that's really what they need, not just free reign to do whatever they want. I mean, I just don't. The whole.
So you're starting to see what's happening is we're going in different directions. You're starting to get very frustrated and annoyed, and I'm starting to just lose faith.
Right, because the mindset or what I fell in love with in the first place, and I'm not saying it has to be the same. I'm okay with it being different, but at certain points during the season, I want to see it, and every time I get myself geared up to see it, they crap themselves or look disinterested.
And I don't know how.
And even the the game against Detroit coming out of the break where they look like they might be interested, Detroit still smashes us.
Right. And they wanted to win that game, and they couldn't even compete in that game. And Detroit wasn't even at full strength.
Right, so can you turn it on? I mean, that would be there's the question right there. You try to turn it on against Detroit, it didn't work. And that was a team that didn't have two Duran or Stewart. So can you really turn it on?
I don't know. I tend to doubt they can. Maybe they can. And again, I would love for nothing more than for them to shut me up. For Jerry Ferrara to call and be like, I told you we could turn it on when we had to. I just find it very hard to believe right now. Very hard to believe.
It just doesn't. Maybe it's just me personally. Maybe Maybe it's a personal thing. Like that mindset doesn't sit well with me.
Well, when does it work? How many teams go through the motions and then when you get to the big moments, turn it on?
The great teams.
Okay.
The great teams. And even those great teams, before they do it, you'll say, hey, this is a dangerous game you're playing.
It's a very dangerous game.
Because not everyone can turn it on. And then once you see it, then you're like, okay, yep, that's just one of those teams.
Let's get to some of the calls. And we have Tom Bauer with stuff you missed today. Let's go to Everyday Edgar in Bloomingdale. Edgar, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
About a week ago, I went all in with this team. I'm with both you guys. Angry, and I don't really care. Could they turn it up in the playoffs? Let me ask you guys a question. They went 10 from 27 from 3 last night. After Tat and Jalen, who's 3 when it goes up? You're like, money, cash, splash.
I mean, typically I feel pretty good about Bridges in the corner. And I think
I feel good about OG in the corner.
Good three-point shooter.
Bridges and OG in the corner. After them too, and it has to be from the corner. No, Shamit. Let's live or die. I don't know. He either makes seven or
listen, it's not a talent thing, though. This is my problem with them, though. It's not a talent thing.
Oh, and one more point. When Detroit, if you're Cat and you see their two centers out, you're not saying, this is it, I'm going for 50? Yeah, Cat's a problem. You guys are right, man. I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know if he's always been like that. But you got talent, man. Use it. I haven't seen 40 from him except, I think, once on the Knicks.
Are you new to this, by the way? Not giving you a hard time, Edgar. Like, are you new to jumping on this? You think Cat's a problem now?
No, I've been saying he's soft, and Ray yelled at me about 3 months ago when I said he's soft and he gets fouls and he does dumb things. Yeah, he's an automatic 20, but when you need him, he's nothing. He got outdone by Detroit's third best centers. Come on, man.
It
hurts, bro. This is our chance to do it. It's been 50 years.
Plus,
come on, New York needs this after Jets Giants.
And we appreciate you, Edgar. Thanks. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Ray, have you changed your viewpoint on Cat, or are you still standing strong?
No, see, because he's not changed as a player. He still has those tendencies, but it's kind of like what that discussion that the Inside the NBA crew had. Like, he is what he is. He's not going to change at this stage of his career. He's an elite, skilled player.
So he's going to drive people mad. He's going to drive Knicks Nation insane.
He's Panarin.
Panarin's a good comp. Honestly,
that's who he is. He's Panarin.
So he's going to get you the numbers. He's an elite scorer. He can shoot from anywhere on the floor, but there are certain aspects of his game that people are going to want him to do that he just doesn't do.
Right.
There's a level of toughness you need when you get to the postseason. It's harder. I mean, just naturally, the postseason is harder.
Although I won't even go as far as to say it's about toughness because, there's an element of you need more toughness.
It's willingness.
But for me, the frustrating aspect of him for me is the foul aspect, especially on the offensive end, because a lot of those offensive fouls, he doesn't need to draw to himself, but he does because he can't help with hooking his arm, which is a real issue right now. So there's that, and the other thing that drives me up a wall with him is that the complaining after every drive.
Don't you think that closed door, nobody ever finds out, the officials can't stand him?
I'm sure that's a fact.
Dude,
but here's the thing.
How could you not say that? He takes it like
he gets
there are plenty
mauled.
of times.
He gets mauled, and they don't call anything. So he's right to feel a way about it. 100%. I'm not saying he doesn't get assaulted when he drives to the basket because it's fact. Look at him. He gets hammered. But the more he complains about it, the more they're just going to swallow the whistle. And they could say that they don't. We see what we see. So I wish he stopped doing that because he doesn't help himself. Those are my two biggest issues.
It's very, very frustrating because you know that they're good and you know they're talented and you know they should be competing with these teams toe to toe. And for some reason right now, it's not. And the big question is, does it change when you get to the postseason? A lot of people lined up. A lot of people want to talk about it. On the other side, we will. But let's bring in Tom Bauer. Good morning, Tom Bauer. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, Dave. How are you?
Are you over your bathroom incident from last week?
What do you mean, am I over it? I didn't do anything wrong.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you flood the bathroom last week?
No, the building's toilet flooded the bathroom. I did nothing.
Right. So here's what I would like you to reenact this. You flushed the toilet.
Yes.
The urinal.
Correct.
Okay? I want you to reenact from the flush to the you exiting the bathroom what you said to the, and I use air quotes, person that was in the stall.
Yes.
Ready, set, flush.
So I flush. I turn around. I go wash my hands. As I'm washing my hands, I start hearing water pouring down somewhere else in the bathroom. I'm like, what's that? I turn around and I see that the urinal, not toilet, urinal is overflooding. It won't stop flushing. So at that point, I panic. I say, oh, and another word I can't say on FCC airwaves. And then I realize there's another person in the bathroom.
A potential casualty in the stall.
That is correct.
Right.
I don't know who it is, but I say, hey, I don't know who you are, but the urinal is overflooding.
By the way, you use the phrase overflooding?
Yes.
I think it's overflowing.
Overflowing.
It's a bit redundant, yeah.
And that's when you would. What did Jolio say? Put down the hatchet.
Put down the hatchet.
Put down the hatchet. So now you then save yourself. Did you ever get a verbal confirmation from this person in the stall?
No, I did not.
They said nothing to you.
They said nothing. I just heard. I knew somebody was in there because I heard movement happening in there, but I never got any verbal confirmation.
Why didn't you try to go in the stall and save that person, though? Why didn't you carry that person out?
Why don't you carry them out, yeah.
It was locked. What do you want me to do?
Kick down the door. You want to have a superpower,
How do you know
you want
it's
to be a superhero or not?
Did you try to open it and you couldn't?
Did you drop in a, hey, buddy, you all right in there?
You could see when you turn the hand, like you push in the key thing in the stall, it'll turn red on the outside.
Did you ever find out who that person was?
I did not. I feel so bad for that innocent bystander.
Oh, but how innocent is that person, though? Wouldn't that person come bombing out? Like, I mean, I can't believe I was just like, they would also share in the experience as opposed to not keeping it quiet that they weren't in there.
You would think, but I bolted before that would even happen.
Right.
And then you run into the control room and wait your turn to ask for help.
Again, this happened while I was away, but you would think, based on the description that you guys were feeding me, that the person who was in there would not be able to hide that they were in there because there's a flood in the bathroom, like walking out. Like the stuff was going into the hallway was what I was told.
I should also say I probably wasn't as panicked as I should have been because I was walking out, like doing a little speed walk, not running at all to go find help.
No, you should have run into the control and be like, guys, I need real help. There's a major flood in the bathroom.
Right. Well, when Dave dropped his tea on the computer.
Yeah, that was a disaster.
That was
too.
panic.
Yeah, but at least I reacted appropriately.
Yes. But I also didn't know that the flood would go into the hallway because there's a drain in the bathroom. I thought that the water would go into the drain and everything would be okay. It would just be contained. And then when I walk out again and realize the flood's in the hallway, well, then I realized we have a much bigger problem.
You caused chaos, Bauer.
I didn't cause anything. I believe the building sabotaged us.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well,
you know
the
how you
person
can
in
make
that
it
stall
up?
did.
What's that?
I think the person in that stall could also be considered potentially guilty.
A saboteur?
I would like to think they're an innocent bystander.
But
I'm not ruling out sabotage.
I can't believe that person didn't come out of the bathroom and be like, "Oh God, guys, you can't imagine what I just had to deal with."
Like,
well, if they haven't come out, and told their story by now, they're not gonna.
Or maybe they're guilty here in this whole thing.
Possible.
I don't
know.
know.
What they should have done is wrote a I clogged the toilet note like Carlin did the one time.
That was nice.
See, it could have also been somebody who works in the building that was in the restroom too.
Went to a different floor to go to the bathroom?
You never know. They could have been working on the floor.
You can make it up for all of us right now, Bauer. You know how?
How's that?
Stuff you missed.
Now, walk-up three-pointer. He got it! See ya! Score! Put in the box! The you missed.
Well. The Giants' top free agent is probably going to be Tyler Linderbaum, at least the one that they are seeking right now. However, not so fast because Ravens general manager Eric DeCosta said yesterday that he's definitely confident that Tyler Linderbaum will be a Raven next season. He indicated that the Ravens have made a market-setting proposal for Tyler Linderbaum. And just for reference, Creed Humphrey, he's leading all NFL centers with $18 million per season. So if the Giants want to make this happen, it's going to cost them a little bit of an arm and a leg.
We're going to go get Tyler Linderbaum. Like, it's a little too early for that. They haven't really sat down and gone through free agents yet.
It's Linderbaum, by the way.
What did I say?
Yeah,
Lindenbaum?
Lindenbaum, yeah.
Is that how you pronounce? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. He's gonna get paid. He's gonna
it
get
sounds
paid
like they've already attempted to pay him.
Right, a record-setting number. He's gonna, as a center, he's gonna wind up getting. He's probably gonna wind up getting over $100 million.
It sounds like he's gonna get close to $20 million. You're not gonna. I mean, you're not spending that on a center.
How do you know?
You're not going to.
If this is the guy that Harbaugh wants, you don't know that.
You think they're gonna pay him $20 million?
I think they will do what Harbaugh wants to do.
I think
if
first
he
of all, you
looks
have
at
no
him and
money
says,
right now.
They can easily have the money.
Okay,
They have the money tomorrow.
Okay,
Trade
now all of a sudden
Thibodeau, restructure
you're
a contract here or there.
Right,
they can
you're
easily
a
have that
capologist.
money.
Sorry. I forgot you're a capologist. My fault.
That's unfortunate.
He wears many hats. He's an MD.
He's a superhero.
He's a physicist.
Yeah.
He does it all.
Ray, you know that if a team wants to free up money, they
cap
can free
space
up money.
means nothing.
Well, of course, but I'm saying, do you really want? I mean, are you really prioritizing spending $20 million or close to $20 million on a center?
If the new coach looks at him and says he's going to set the tone of this organization and he's going to change the entire complexion of the offensive line,
Not a fan of John Michael Schmitz. Then
I think he's fine. I think he's Linderbaum. Guy's at a different level. Guy's the best center in football.
Lindenbaum.
Not
I think
Lindenbaum.
that's another interesting thing.
I know.
But I think that would also be another signal as to who exactly. I mean,
we know who's running the ship here.
Right, but just how how the money being spent in free agency is handled.
But don't you know that already?
I do know it already. I'm just saying. You also had Joe Schoen just tell us that he's still
okay.
All right. Okay. You know what? So Joe Schoen's a liar then. Sorry.
But you believe what you heard from Joe Schoen, that he's
No.
still running the GM spot of this team?
No, I do not.
Okay. Go ahead. By the way, what an excitable first story that was, Bauer. You had a lot of energy there.
Oh, thank you. I try and bring it. I have a lot of pent-up energy because, I was staying at home doing nothing in the snow the past 2 days, so
Rick,
I'm trying to bring it out here.
Rick,
Did Mom cook you some
Rick,
nice food? What?
I just be careful here.
I'm
Preemptive
walking,
buzzer.
I'm walking. I'm setting up Rick for a trap. I'm sorry.
No, sorry. That's fine. I'm a more mature version of myself.
I'm going to keep talking about football here. So Trent Williams and the 49ers are having a little bit of an issue finding a contractual solution. That's got to put some damper in RJ's day. Williams is entering the final year of his deal, carrying a salary cap number of $38.84 million. And according to Adam Schefter, the two sides, him and the Niners, struggling to find contractual solution. However, John Lynch said yesterday that he offers he's more positive about this and that it could happen. However, if it doesn't happen, of course, that means Trent Williams will probably be the top free agent available.
He's closing in on 40, right?
Still dominant.
Yeah, he's still so good, though. I have to figure that the Niners, who have a real chance to win the whole thing, are gonna figure out a way to keep him.
Trent Williams is 37.
All right, so he's not that old as I thought. I think he'll remain on the Niners.
I mean, he's such an important piece of that line.
He's a huge piece. When you can line up a left tackle who needs no help, do you understand how it changes the entire complexion of the game?
You're a Giants fan, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen it.
Right.
Some more. No, go on.
No, Tom. This is your segment.
Yeah,
You're
you
doing
go,
a great
Tom.
job. I mean, this is a great opportunity for you to kind of get under get out from under all the accusations about you ruining the bathroom. You do your thing.
There was a long pause there. I thought you were done with that. At any rate, more financial instability going on between the Cowboys and this time Brandon Aubrey. They are in an agreement that he should be the highest paid kicker in the NFL. The disagreement is by how much. The Cowboys have offered a deal for Aubrey more than the league high $6.4 million average per season. That's what Harrison Butker's got. Aubrey's agent says he wants a deal closer to $10 million per season for the star kicker.
That's crazy. So the league high is 6'4", and he wants 10. And I love him. I mean, he is an awesome weapon.
He's that damn good.
I think he's awesome. That's
right. But the Cowboys aren't going to pay him $10 million, Ray.
I don't think it's going to get to 10. No, probably it's going to be way more than 6, though. Probably
8?
7, 8. Yeah,
right. I think 8.
7 is not way more than 6, Ray.
For a kicker, it is. I will say this.
Dave, could you please tell him?
Did you see the?
I don't think it's going to work here, Rick.
If you say it's going to be way more than 6, you can't go probably 7
for a kicker. Come on,
it doesn't matter.
It's different.
Are you out of your mind? 7 is not way more than 6.4.
Oh my God, a measly $1 million. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. Forget it.
That's the point.
Every time you hear Cowboys, your brain turns to mush, and you stop making rational sense.
You know what? When the NFL copies the UFL and puts the 4-point kick in, then you'll see. Then you'll see.
We're not arguing against you. I'm just saying it's the Cowboys. They don't even want to get. They're not going to get. I mean, this is what they do. They're going to go from 6. The kicker gets 6'4". They're going to go to 10. And I said,
there's no way he's getting.
And you go, it's going to be way more than 6, like 7.
The nice thing is that he's a restricted free agent, so hopefully they can figure something out.
He's so good.
Doesn't miss from inside 50 at all.
He's so good.
And then you said it was a measly $1 million, which made my argument for me.
No, that was me rolling my eyes at that. No, $1 million, nothing. Yes.
It's the Cowboys. You know what? They turn his brain to mush. Is what they do.
One more quick one for you guys.
Yeah, even if it was $6, and you say it's going to be way more than $6, you wouldn't say like 7.
Well, no, that would be ridiculous.
It's unbelievable.
You really are.
Well, one more quick one for you guys. There is a London game. There are 2 London games this year, and it looks like the Jaguars are going to be playing in both of them. The Jaguars and Commanders are named as participating teams for the game that's being held at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The Jaguars will also play at Wembley Stadium. That'll be back-to-back London games for the 3rd time for the Jaguars. The Jaguars have already played 14 games in London since 2013, 11 at Tottenham, 3 at Wembley.
It looks like the Giants are going to play Detroit, no? In Germany?
In Germany?
In Munich, that's the rumor.
I saw that because you said that, or Gary said that the Giants are going to be playing in Germany, and then I saw something the other day on the NFL Network that sounds like Detroit's going to play in Munich.
Oh, yeah, so maybe that'd be a good game. Be a good football.
Two potential Super Bowl teams.
You know what? I did not say the Giants will be a Super Bowl team this year. I didn't say it.
You said, could you imagine?
That's all I said is, could you imagine?
No.
We'll get there eventually. You wait. August? Oh, boy.
65 or sooner.
65. That would be sooner. That would work.
I can't have that happen.
All right.
I can't have that happen in year one.
Oh,
you'd be gone. You'd be gone.
I can't even imagine.
Be no living with this guy.
I would be. You guys would hate me by the end of the season.
Yeah.
And if we beat the Cowboys and the Niners along the way, forget it.
Well, I mean,
he would do terrible things to my head.
I would imagine on the way to the Super Bowl, you probably would have beaten the Cowboys one time at least.
At least.
Right.
At least. Oh, I would defecate all over you, right?
Why? Great, thank you.
Okay, let me ask you. I know we're killing the clock here. Let me ask
Murdered.
You a question. How many times, Ray? I'm going to ask Ray this question. Did Dave say during the course of the football season that he would like the "I will take a dump on your head" drop taken out of the?
Isn't it remarkable? Because he says he hates it.
Right,
he
and
keeps
now he
going
goes
back to it.
I would prefer.
He keeps going back to it.
I didn't need to hear it 74 times a day.
Well, guess what? If you say something like that, it's going to get repeated.
Like, so in your mind, like, what didn't you like about that? Like how you worded it? Because now you decided. Like,
I thought it was a great line.
Right,
the repetition of it was what I didn't like.
Defecate would sound better. I'd sound more what if I used defecate instead of taking a dump.
Brighter.
Right.
Brighter.
Right.
Yeah.
You felt like you weren't as smart when
if
you
the
said
Giants
dump.
somehow beat the Cowboys, which they won't.
Why are we doing
But
this?
if they do, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
For God's sakes.
Let's take a break right now. We'll come back. I got an email to read, and we want to get to the Knicks calls. 800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here is Debbie Duhame.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Soft and Buttery Hands, Dave Rothenberg, and my favorite goalie, Rick DiPietro. Guys, a 20-minute delay with Metro North train system-wide. Ronkonkoma branch of the LIRR, a 15-minute delay. Alternate side parking rules suspended with ongoing snow removal. Metered parking rules in effect. Troubles on the Southern State West at the Meadowbrook with a collision. Inbound GWB 40, Lincoln 20, Holland 45. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. If you have questions about youth or high school sports, Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV. Or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Hosting, grilling, just want a great dinner, you gotta start at Wild Fork Foods. Brazilian beef tenderloin, only $10 a pound. Atlantic salmon portions, just $9.98 a pound. Premium quality without the premium price. Every product is blast frozen to lock in flavor and nutrients. With over 450 options, there's something for every occasion. Shop 7 locations, or you can order online for same-day delivery. WildForkFoods.com. Wild Fork Foods, quality meat, wild prices.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Before we even continue along here, by the way, 800-919-3776. A lot of Knicks talk today, and rightfully so. Another bad loss last night. Before we even move along here, Rick, why don't you tell me something you'd like to share with everyone?
All right, you're going to love this.
I know I will.
Have you ever wanted to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for 2. NBA futures let you lock in your pick for who you think will go all the way. Whether it's a team to win the championship or a conference title, visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. No purchase necessary. Limit 1 entry for Profit Boost token. Opt-in required. Must apply Profit Boost token on select market. Restrictions do apply. See full terms, including methods of entry, at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
That's well done. That's real nice.
Thank you.
So here I've dealt with this all morning, and I'm going to bring you into the mix. I just said to the guys, do we want to take D in Queens? Because he's going.
I think he deserves it.
He deserves this?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't want to fight, though. It's going to be, I mean, you know what's going to happen. Oh, James Harden's so amazing. The Knicks can't slow him down. He's the greatest player. I'm fine. But if you think he deserves it, we'll go to him. But then you be ready to deal with him. D in Queens. D, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, what's up, fellas? How we doing?
Hi, D.
Hey, you know exactly how we're doing, D.
Listen, I told you guys at the end of last year this team should be broken up. And they peaked. That's it. That's why I said I feel sorry for Tom Thibodeau. You should basically hinting, and people are hinting, that you guys are going to be on the third coach for this group, and it's not the group's fault, it's the coaching. How come Leon Rose is not getting more smoke? This team is not great. You overvaluing the talent. End of story.
D, when you sit here and say these things, have you heard me speak about the Knicks?
No, I'm not talking about just you. I'm talking about everyone else who's talking about, we could get Giannis like the Knicks have an arrogance to them. Like, we could get Giannis whenever we feel like it. What makes you think that?
Because he wants to come here.
Right. The only way you feel that way is because of what was said during this offseason, that he wanted to be a Knick. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. He wanted to be a Knick, and then you wanted to hold on to this group during the offseason. I used to watch a lot of Nets games. Mikal Bridges is exactly who he is. This is who he is. So you got all of this that you hold it on to when you could have traded. Now you're going to have to pay more for the same product that's older. Oh, okay. The Knicks have an arrogance to them that I was like, that's unwarranted. And Knicks fans, too, where they just sit there and think that they're better than everybody else.
Right. D, I don't think that's true.
All right, I'm done with D.
Yeah, I don't think there's an arrogance. I think that the only reason why Knicks fans feel like Giannis is a possibility is because Giannis
wants to come to the Knicks.
Wanted to be a Knick. Right? I mean, I also think there was plenty of Knicks fans that were like, 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges? That seems like a lot.
There were a lot of people turned off by that deal.
And then, the Karl Anthony Towns thing felt like more listen, we lost one of our bigs that we all loved. We tried to keep him. We couldn't because OKC could just offer him more money. And I think we still miss him. And now, what are we going to do? We're going to sit here and wait and see if Milwaukee can figure it out with Giannis, or do we take what's available, which is Karl Anthony Towns? And he's got the relationship with Leon. And listen, Karl Anthony Towns has been an all-star, back-to-back seasons. It's just he's not – he leaves you frustrated, I think.
But being an all-star and being a great player in the big moments are two very different things.
Right, I don't disagree with you. We've said this how many different times. Do I feel like you can win a championship with Cat? No. But I also recognize that I don't think it's just going to be Mike Brown that gets blamed if this team doesn't get where we're so.
Well, there's going to be plenty of blame to go around.
Right, he'll get blamed. Cat will get blamed. I'm sure Mikal Bridges will get blamed, and this will probably look like a different team.
Right. If you don't, at least the Eastern Conference Finals, at a minimum, you're gonna break up this team.
Right, but you can say what you want. I think that there was a lot of people, including myself, that wanted to see this team before they got Bridges and before they got Towns have a chance to make a run healthy.
Well, you can't go back in time. There's nothing you can do about that now.
But let me finish the point. That didn't happen. And then I also think after seeing what you saw last year, and plenty of people, including us, talking about how, as high as the expectations are for this team, which was last year, take a step back here for a second. This thing was put together at the last second. They just they bring in Karl Anthony Towns at the last minute. There's not enough depth. Give it till next season when they can build up the depth. And now we get we have the depth. I don't know how serious Milwaukee was in trading Giannis anyway during the offseason. It sounded like they had talks, but even when we had one of our big meetings, we got one of the minority owners of the Milwaukee Bucks said, we're not trading Giannis. So did they unless you were gonna make some crazy deal with Milwaukee, they didn't feel like they were gonna trade Giannis anyway. So now you give this group of players a chance to make their run, and if it turns out that it's not good enough, then you revisit what needs to be changed.
Right. Then you'll make moves. They won't fall this postseason and not have sweeping changes going into next year.
Right. I don't think there's an arrogance. I think there's just a sense of hope, and the team is good. The team was in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, they're a good team.
But now when you watch this group and you see some and hopefully, knock on wood, fingers crossed, this is just how they've approached the regular season and things will change in the postseason, but you're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see that first.
All right, let's take a break. Come back. I got an email I want to read to you, and we got calls to get to. 800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Focus Features presents the film Hamnet from director Chloe Zhao and producers Steven Spielberg and Sam Mendes. The AFI hails Hamnet lifts the audience high above humanity. And now the Golden Globe winner for Best Picture of the Year has been nominated for 8 Academy Awards, including Best Actress Jessie Buckley and Best Picture of the Year. Hamnet, our stories live forever. Rated PG-13, may be inappropriate for children under 13. Now playing in theaters everywhere.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Release a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 2.5 S Select all-wheel drive for $219 for 33 months. Or buy with 1.9% APR financing for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN TN466016. MSRP $32,010. Zero security deposit. APR $28.60 per month for $1,000 finance. Ends 3/2/26.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan. We are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
My name's Brian Windhurst, and I've seen a lot of good offense in my life. If you're looking to initiate some offense of your own against your high-interest credit card debt, I'm letting you know a SoFi personal loan might be the play. A SoFi personal loan could be quite the triple threat, with low fixed rates, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. View your rate for a SoFi personal loan at SoFi.com/offense. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A. member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply at SoFi.com/offense. NMLS 696891.
March the 20th of 2026, there's one place to be, and that place is Pickleball Heaven. Pickleball Heaven. It's a pickleball facility, massive facility, in Medford, New York. We're going to do the show there that day from 6 to 10. Then there's a tournament, and then after we win the tournament, Rick, we'll stay and watch some basketball with the people. Now, the worst part of all this is the name. Listen, I got to participate in Rickleball Madness. What do you want from me?
You're a teammate of Rickleball. Yeah, right. You're part of the event. You're the co-headliner.
If my name was Dave Pickleball, it would still be Rickleball Madness.
I think that's accurate. I don't want this kind of pressure. I would prefer it be named after you.
No, you don't. You want all the shine.
No, I don't. Call whatever you want.
Dave's Pickleball Extravaganza.
Sorry, Dave. We're still calling it Rickleball Madness. And it's Friday, March 20th at Pickleball Heaven in Medford, New York. To sign up and register to play, go to the ESPN New York app and click on the Rickleball tile.
Hero, baby. We used to have a strength coach with the Islanders named Spiro. And I would come into the gym and I would sing this.
Would he appreciate you singing this for him?
I can be your Spiro, baby. I can teach you how to train. Oh, yeah. I don't know if he loved it.
No, what a surprise. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Some spring training baseball, Mets Cardinals, a little after 1 o'clock today. You can hear that game on 880 ESPN New York right after Bart and Carlin. The coverage starts at 1. Now, 6:35, Yankees played the Nationals. Devils host the Sabres in some return of hockey at 7 o'clock. Also 7 o'clock, 15th-ranked St. John's travels to UConn to take on the Huskies in a game that will probably determine the 1 seed in the Big East tournament. Coverage for that one begins 880 ESPN New York and the ESPN New York app starting at 6:40. So that's game time, and it's brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. So I got an email. I don't want to say the full name because, you'll see why. But Gilbert emails in. And I think what I've done here, what'd you say?
Last name Arenas.
No, it's not. But I don't want to say it because I don't feel comfortable doing that. Hey, Dave, I'm a 48-year-old regular guy. After your shingles discussion the other day, I decided to schedule an appointment with my doctor just to consult if it's something that I should go ahead and do. I don't have shingles, but my doctor did discover another potential serious problem that could have been significantly worse if I waited until my physical in August. You saved me. Thank you, Dave.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you.
See, this is what I'm doing for the
Good
people.
thing you interrupted Joe Leo then.
See? If I don't interrupt Joe Leo with Shingrix conversation, Gilbert may not be with us after the summer.
I'm not sure why. Listen, everything happens for a reason. I'm not sure why in that moment you felt like that was the time to interject yourself into
I don't
stuff
know.
you missed.
I don't know.
You had a feeling.
Maybe it was a calling.
Maybe it was a calling.
I don't know.
Speaking of which,
one of the most fortuitous interruptions ever.
Right?
Good on you.
I saved a life.
we don't know if you saved a life.
I'm pretty sure I saved a life.
Okay. You're an idiot. Yeah, you know what? Speaking of spring training baseball that you were just talking about in your little Tullamore Dew situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm excited about?
You're excited about No, I don't know.
Is it ABS?
ABS.
You saw that. You saw that too, didn't you?
You're a bad guy.
Listen. I'm happy about it.
You should be happy about it.
I love it. I love it.
The umpires are not going to love the ABS.
Aaron Boone's going to love it.
Aaron Boone's. Did you see the one that was like right down the the middle?
And they called it a ball.
And the guy's like, no.
But you know what this is going to do though?
We're going to have to look at that.
This is going to rob us of some legendary crash outs from Aaron Boone.
Right. You're not going to get Brett Gardner, smashing his bat to the top of the.
Well, no, you still could have it. I mean, you could run if you get it wrong a couple times, you're done. You're out.
Don't get it wrong.
Well, right, but I mean, it could happen.
No, but I just mean the crash out. We're not going to get them.
Wait,
where he just loses his mind, where he crosses his line of his toe across the plate, like that'll be fantastic. But we won't get that anymore.
But if he doesn't have,
do you want to tell me
challenges left, you could still get that.
Right.
But I don't think you can go as like if you've wasted your challenges, you can't go as crazy than if it doesn't exist though. That I will agree with.
Right, but during the course of 162, like I mean, you don't think there's a moment? I mean, you're talking about Karen Boone.
See, I wasn't going to say it.
But that was his nickname, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah, that is the nickname.
Like he could have. I mean, he could easily have a meltdown, especially if. I mean, now I'm sure that they're using, like as far as I heard from what the Mets are doing is you guys can do it, but just know that we're going to figure out who's good at it and who's not, and that will decide whether or not you'll be able to challenge.
And I'm totally with you, but just my point, and maybe I'm not getting it across right, is that part of what leads to the crash out is like you can feel like his anger building at certain points in a game, and I feel like if you're able to challenge and correct them a couple times, maybe the anger won't build as much and he won't have that type of explosion.
Well, I like it when he loses his composure.
Right, but you could also get frustrated by maybe like having someone that's so bad that you have to keep challenging it, and it's like you keep putting now you keep risking being wrong, but the guy's so bad. It's like, could you just do we have to keep doing this? You're
going to see a lot of it, but the thing is, that you're going to like it so fast.
It is fast, and it's
like
deadly accurate.
Seconds, and you want it to be accurate, so it'll be good. It'll be good.
Of course.
Ray,
hello.
How you doing?
Great.
Good. You want to do these 3 stars? What?
I said what a Wednesday.
What a show.
Ray, you want to know what's way more than 3 stars?
4?
Yep.
They don't give 4 stars though.
I can give you 4 if you like.
No. don't do that. Give me 3.
3 it is.
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
Well, I'm going to bring this to the forefront.
First time he's heard that.
I'm going to bring this to the forefront after what you just discussed with that email from Gilbert.
If I can save one person from the paralysis that comes along with shingles, then I'm just the man to do it.
Now, you've done more than that. You've saved somebody from
death,
certain harm. So, congratulations to you. But since we're talking about health,
I'm Shingles Man,
and we're talking about, I was going to make this the 3rd star. So this will be a 4th star actually, because Rickleball is coming, and Rick's saying we need to talk about it more.
Dave's the in this.
I can't.
Yeah, you talked about appendages. Does that count as an appendage? Keep that. Put a pin in that. We'll come back to it.
Number 2.
Tom Bauer now filling in for RJ, who's still stuck in Florida, as far as I know. You asked him to recall this.
Are you over your bathroom incident from last week?
What do you mean? Am I over it? I didn't do anything wrong.
Mm-hmm. A lot of accusations.
The urinal is overflooding.
And you guys took a stance on that. I could see why overflooding would be a bit redundant.
Number 1.
All right, the real topic of the day, Aaron Glenn, he's got superpowers.
What's your superpower?
No. You see what that is? That's real growth right there by you, Dave, because you tad it in the 3rd star. You set it up, and I fed into it, and you got upset about that. But you almost did it again right there, but you caught yourself. That clip was not edited. Listen to this again.
What's your superpower? No.
So you know what? Real growth by you. And unfortunately, we're going to close with the superpower. This one by Rick.
That's like Carlin saying that his superpower is fitness.
As Carlin's in the room right now. I wanted him to hear that. Yeah, well, listen. The nice thing is that Barton Carlin's next, and he can come right back at you. So that should be fun.
So nasty. And on that note, it's Rule 76.
No excuse, Blanket Champion. It's DiPietro Rothenberg.
Hey, everybody.
Right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube from dusk till dawn.
Hey, Yankees fans. 2026 Yankees individual game and group tickets are on sale now at Yankees.com/tickets. Next season's home schedule is highlighted by interleague games against the Dodgers, Braves, and Cardinals. As always, we'll host the annual series of games against the Mets, as well as baseball's best rivalry with the Red Sox. Don't miss out on all the exciting action in the Bronx. Get your 2026 Yankees tickets today at Yankees.com/tickets.
It starts with the first early morning, the uniform, the training, the challenge. Every trooper remembers day one at the academy. But where they end up, no two stories are the same. At the New York State Police, the path you take is up to you. If you're ready for a career with endless opportunities for growth, start here. Go anywhere. Apply today at joinstatepolice.ny.gov.
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News & World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
Think premium meat has to come with a premium price? Not at Wild Fork Foods. You can get Brazilian beef tenderloin for only $10 a pound. Yes, $10 a pound. And Atlantic salmon portions for just $9.98 a pound. That's steakhouse and seafood house quality at home. Everything is blast frozen to lock in flavor and nutrients. You can shop one of their 7 locations or order online for same-day delivery. WildForkFoods.com. Wild Fork Foods.